Okay, hold on. I'm not live yet. Hold on, no, Mina, don't touch anything. Don't touch anything. I gotta turn off the PS5. Can you give me the PS5 controller? I don't want to turn on my TV. Sorry, everybody. I gotta turn this off. Oh, it's right here. Okay, we gotta hook up the PS4. I gotta have this up so we can make sure that it's working. Man, I wish I could have this perspective or this like model placement where I'm like big. But if I do that, I would have to make the screen smaller so I don't cover it all. But I miss it sometimes, you know? Showing not the full body. But it's all about the game. That's the reason why we do this, and that's what we're all about here.
The HDMI is not plugged in.
What do we do? What does that mean?
Means I need to get into the back of there and plug in the HDMI cable.
You want me to get in the back?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty good at reaching into tight spots.
I don't know, because this one doesn't have... It's got the power cable plugged in.
What happened to my HDMI cable? Oh, wait.
You probably used it... You probably plugged it into a different system.
Hi. We're just trying to get it to work. How's it coming? It's not...
It's blinking red. I think it's got the copyright protection turned on.
What? That's not possible! I never turned it on!
Sometimes it automatically turns on.
How do we fix it? It's over, you guys. I was excited for this stream. Now it's the worst one I've done. Not because of you, because of me. I could have sworn that I had the... Hey, everybody. I know you can hear me. I could have sworn that I had Resident Evil Village on PS5. So I was excited. I'm like, oh, this will be an easy transition. I still have the PS5 hooked up.
Is it backwards compatible?
It is.
Is PS5?
It is. Shut up.
A senior moment, perhaps.
Yeah, it's got the copyright shit on because it keeps turning on.
Well. We need to turn that thing off anyway for the yeah, we can't play it, but it says PS4, so you have to play it on the PS4. It also has, well, my previous save that I'm not going to be using. If I ran it on PS5, it would probably run better too, you guys. I'm sorry, everybody. This shit's updating too. Hi, thank you for the raid.
Try resetting the
yeah, okay.
capture card.
Oh shit. Sorry, we're having technical difficulties. I fucked everything. Yeah, everything's fine and perfect. Thank you for the raid. I gotta do my opening now. Hello? Oh shit, I didn't even have it muted this whole time. Hi! Hi everybody! Oh, I forgot the ghost. That's bullshit. I booted them up earlier. You're gonna all have to type again. Also, I gotta pull up YouTube, sorry. I don't know why today is hectic. I'm late even. Hold on, don't type yet. You guys need to have a tangible form, otherwise it's not fair. Okay. There we go. Let me pull up YouTube, I'm sorry. Hello, Cassia. I know you're there. I'm on the wrong account. I gotta go on the right account. This should be live right now. Ew, I don't want to hear my voice. There we go. All right, everything is in order. So, yeah. So, has that ever happened to you to where you just get to a point where you can't even remember what gen you actually played a certain game on? If for, console players. Like, sometimes, I can't believe that I played Alien Isolation on PS4. It feels like something I played on PS5 or PS4. But it's PS3 I meant. Hi, Mug. Thank you for the sub. I don't know. I'm so scrambled. I know, right? I played on PS3, but it seems like something I would have played on PS4. But I do have a PS4 port of it, and if I were to ever go back to Alien Isolation, I would definitely go with the PS4 version. Not that it would run that much better, because it's still hard drive or whatever. And then all the newer shit is SSD, I think. I'm doing pretty good, I feel like. Just a little bit chaotic. So yeah, I don't regret the decision that I made. So yes, you can play PS4 discs on your PS5, but I don't want to have two of my consoles having data for the same game, I have PS4 as my designated console for certain games. So I don't know, but PS5 has plenty of space, not like I'm installing anything on that. And now I have the update going, but I figured I would go live, like officially live while that kind of does its thing. Excited for Alien Earth? I don't know. I haven't really looked at any trailers, but yesterday I was not able to host the Alien Romulus. I was going to, but I wasn't feeling very good, so I ended up deciding to call it instead, because I wanna like do movie nights with people whenever I'm at like my full energy, not like the kind of half energy. Probably even transfer your save over, but that's complicated, and I'm actually getting scared because I'm like, shit, I need to transfer my stream avatars data to not PS5, my new computer, because that's all set up. We're gonna set it up this weekend. I also gotta transfer my VTuber files to my new computer, but I don't want to have to redo all the expressions, everything, so I'm hoping that I can transfer all the data over. I don't know, it just all feels so complicated and overwhelming. I'm a little bit nervous. But it won't be that bad, as long as I have people to supervise. Also, my PS5, I guess it got turned off the wrong way, because have you ever, like, how do I say it? Let's say your controller is on your desk and you accidentally hit a button to turn it on, but you don't have the ability to actually see the game screen because you have something else plugged into it at the moment, and you don't want to have to like switch cables over just so you can pull up the one console to turn it off properly. You know what I'm talking about? It's just a little bit hectic for me. It stresses me out, y'all. But anyway, yesterday we finished a Dead Space remake. I was very, very salty because sometimes me and chat, we have conflicting opinions. And my opinion is the number one most important in the world. But other people don't seem to agree. And it was stressful. It was stressful because there's like annoying things in Dead Space remake. But I've calmed down. I've chilled out, I think. Now I'm stressed in a different way. And now we're gonna play Resident Evil Village, which we talk about all the time, actually. Final Destination Bloodlines was really good. I hope I like it then. I would want to see that, to be honest. I hope I would like it. That maybe we can host it sometime. We actually did watch Final Destination 1 and 2 in the Discord. I remember hosting it. Speaking of the Discord, I want to go ahead and plug something. I think I'm giving more of a heads up than I did last time, I think. I don't really remember how much I hyped it up before, but... posting this thumbnail doesn't really mean anything. It doesn't give you any special information, but it's fun. It looks nice. Okay, so this Saturday, whenever I wake up, which will be like... it could vary from like 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 4 p.m. Eastern Time, but whenever I wake up this Saturday in the Ghost Hotel Discord, we're going to be doing Quake 2 Deathmatch again. We want to get a full party. I want to get a full party because we almost did, and it was hectic, it was crazy, and it was a lot of fun. There is something very special with arena shooters, so if you're not in the Discord yet, please join and opt in for the gamer role so you can get pinged whenever we do announcements of like game nights or whenever I announce we're about to go live and start playing. Well, not live streaming live. Last week we watched Final Destination 1 and 2. Okay, good. Then you guys are pretty much ready to watch the new one. I mean, you could watch 3 and 4 and 5, but I guess I could host them. Maybe one of the times that I'm drawn, I can host 3, 4, and 5. They're not great. 3 is just a notable step down compared to 1 and 2. It's really sad. I was hoping that I would find a bit more value out of it than I did, but No, I'm not new to Resident Evil Village. This is just my first time streaming it because I talk about it very, very often, and I mean, you're gonna get a repeat of the same critiques that I've always said off this game. But now I want to kind of like show people the process. Sorry, I'm so fucking baked in the head, but I didn't smoke anything. I'm just messed up right now. I'm sorry. This is gonna be my worst stream. I should hide in shame. Water? Shit, I don't have any water actually. Maybe I'll go get water. I'm gonna just do that. Flustered, yeah, I don't like it. It makes me feel weak. Be right back. No. Technical difficulties is kind of what gives me the brain fog, because a lot of my energy, it's like, what do you call it? It's like a electricity surge. You know, when the power gets too much and it shuts off. That's kind of how I work whenever I deal with technical difficulties. No. I haven't streamed Resident Evil 7, and the reason why I decided to go with Village instead is, how do I say? They got similar issues in a way, like 7 and 8. It's like the first half is good, or or I should say, collectively, half of Resident Evil 7 is really good, and half of Resident Evil Village is really good. But there's another half of both of them that are kind of like, eh. And I feel like I prefer the low moments of Village more than I prefer the low moments of 7. 7, I used to be pretty hype about it, but after replaying 7, I kind of feel like I'm not enthusiastic about it anymore and not craving revisiting it much. However, with Village, it's similar. Like, once I got over the initial hype, I did feel like Village frustrates me because it almost does everything right. It's just, even when it does things really well, it's still off a little bit. And then it has these low moments that are very, very dull for me, that frustrates me. So, I have such a complicated relationship with Village, but I do think that I'm a bit affectionate towards it still, because I'm excited to replay it for stream. And I did decide I'm just going to go first person mode because that's the mode I'm used to for it. And somebody in chat confirmed, I think it might have been Machina, that confirms that the third person mode that they added later is not well thought out. They just kind of like, you know, jury-rigged it, and I don't want that to be the way I experience it, at least the first time I stream it. I've played it like 2 times, so I remember it pretty well, but it'll be fun. I feel like 7's issue is Mia's frustrated as a person, but also she is the modern game on rails kind of character where, okay, you found her, now you have to wait for her to do her scripted routing. Don't walk ahead of her. No, she's gonna make you slow down and take in the atmosphere. And whenever I'm forced to take in the atmosphere in this kind of like rails kind of way, it just doesn't feel good. I find that irritating. I think the enemy roster is a little bit dull. And the entire second half of the game after Margaret is just not very interesting. It's boring caves, and the swamp's not that interesting. Boring caves and a boring ship, which offends me. The ship should be amazing, but there's also no atmosphere in that game. Village isn't that much better in the atmosphere department, but it does have a bit more. There's issues with these games. The we're so back euphoria from 7 helped disguise his weaknesses. Yeah, I feel like it was a good, decent attempt at trying to bring the series back to its roots a little bit. I think it did a better job at that than Revelations did. It's kind of, it's like a soft reboot, slight, like kind of homage to the first Resident Evil, kind of, but, you know, also doing its own thing. And it did help the series in the long term. It helped, because it was like a cheaper budget game, and it did really, really well, and it helped remind Capcom that we do still want these kind of games. And then Village is interesting because it's doing the same thing, but with Resident Evil 4 specifically. So is it survival horror? Kinda, but it's also like an action game as well. It's interesting. But before we jump into that, because like I am so scrambled because I have like a, you know, a clean method I like to do this. You know, I don't normally pop up during the start and soon screen because I need to verify that things are working on the game screen, but I wanted it all set up right here and now. So I just feel like everything's out of order today. I'm going crazy, y'all. I got this water though. But Is today Tuesday or Monday? Today's Tuesday. How did you guys enjoy your Tuesday so far? I want curry really bad. I think I'm gonna go crazy. We're just gonna go a new game. We're gonna treat it like a fresh experience. Because it's more fun that way too. What's the point in playing if you just have everything all upgraded and everything? It's like, nah. We're gonna just start like vanilla. But no more talking about that. We gotta talk about you. What about you? How's your day? Have you guys been behaving? Did you enjoy work or college or whatever you do? No, I will never allow that ever to happen again. I hate chaos. Well, I do like chaos, but not when it's making me look silly. How much is Quake 2 on stream? Oh, I missed that. Oh, Steam. Let's see. It might still be on sale on GOG. So Quake 2 is $10 on Steam. Let's see what's going on GOG Steam. Oh, GOG Quake 2. Quake 2 is still $4 on GOG. If you get it confirmed, you will be able to play with us. So if anybody wants to make it for the Quake 2 night or afternoon in the Discord this Saturday, please consider picking up Quake 2 on GOG. $4, worth it. I don't think we're gonna revisit Quake 1 deathmatch, so don't, I mean, buy Quake 1 for yourself, which I also think is on sale. Buy Quake 1 for yourself for the single player campaign mainly. Buy Quake 2 for its single player campaign and its deathmatch. Very, very fun. It's been good, pay to fine and don't have to worry about it anymore. Ugh, fines and debts. I don't like those. You grilled a steak, or had a grilled steak. I haven't eaten anything at all today. I woke up kind of late and then my stomach started hurting because if I don't get like a coffee in me, I'm sorry, I'm still drinking those. If I don't get at least a coffee in me, then I'm basically starving to death. But now I'm satiated. I couldn't drink all of it though because it was nasty. It was a nasty latte. It was way too much sugar. Quake 1 is fantastic. It's a very, very, very good game, so please consider trying it out. It's one of my favorites. I don't want to eat anything though. I still got to be careful what I eat because of my tooth. But I've been being a little bit naughty by just eating on the left side of my mouth. But it's kind of risky. I even had a soda. I heard you're not supposed to have soda, but I had a soda and then I just tilted my head to the left so the soda would like fall over there and then, you know, and it works fine. What about coffee-wise? Have a snack coffee-wise? A latte. Oh! Oh, shit. That's me. Also, hi, Space Marine. Hey, I was actually doing good in Quake 2. I don't know if Maka is here. He's like a horrible person, and we need to get rid of him. But he said... He keeps talking shit and acting like I'm not good at Quake 2. I'll have you know that I'm fantastic at Quake 2 compared to the people who had never played ever before at all. Hello, Sona. Me cute. Wow, thank you. Oh my god. I'm so excited, you guys. It's gonna be a while because my 3rd year anniversary is not until August. But my upcoming costume, yes, the 5,000 quid.
Names of
Thank
friends.
you for the follow. My upcoming costume, I think it'll be everybody's favorite. Aside this one. This one I think is people's favorite. But the next one I think will be even more favoriter. And I'm so excited because I want to debut it then. I just keep getting work in progress updates and I'm so like flustered and happy. Me being happy is weird. I'm not used to that. I think it makes me feel weak. Hi, game guy. How are you? Oh, also, I'm gonna work on, for anybody who's like worried, I'll be working on the commissions Sunday. Saturday, party. Sunday, well behaved and good. I don't even have many commissions left. I've been making good time. Yes, I love bangs that hide the eyes. It's like, it's kind of a waste because it's like, oh, you can't see all the fun blinking and expressions or whatever, but I have to commit to the aesthetic. It's worth it. It is worth it. But I don't know if I have much else to talk about before we hop into this game. I'm so excited because I think I've been making a mistake still where I've been pushing off playing certain games on stream until the time is right, until it's time to take this seriously, to take streaming seriously. I don't know why I've been thinking that. The time is now. The time has been now. So we're going to be playing more fun games, more games that I've been meaning to get to. So I'm excited. I was almost tempted to use the stupid Chris/werewolf picture for the thumbnail because it's so goofy and cringe-core, but like Kino cringe. But I like the version that I got of the game. I don't know if it's like the gold version or collector's version or whatever the hell it is, but it's cool. It's got like the minimalist white background and then it has like the wings. I like kind of abstract, vague covers. I don't want dude looking upset on the cover. That could be boring. Although I think Hitman games tend to do that. Whatever, it's fine. Did I get Bellotro? I don't think Bellotro is anything I would want to play. It's roguelike, right? Not for me. Not for me. I just don't think that's ever going to be a genre I'm interested in. I also don't think Bellotro looks like it's for me either. I'm sure it's good and everything. They have rest and video productivity. Good. Rest days are nice. Also, hello, Machina. Machina, thank God you missed everything that happened earlier. It was a mess. Hello, Smirk. Hi. I love that bunny emote so much. I also love bunny. Where's Mina? Where'd Mina go? No, I don't want anybody to see the mess moments. Where'd Mina go? Shit. They've been actually working on modeling lately. They've been doing good. Hello, Ghost. Hi, hi, hi. How are you doing? Although we were already talking earlier. Yeah, Mina's gonna miss their streak. They're gonna not have, I don't know where they are actually at the moment. Mina used to be at like 1,000. Oh, thank you for the sub. Why is it delayed? Thank you, thank you. Mina Doko. It's flirt with Pumpkin Day. Are people flirting with me? Oh yeah, I guess so. I love your soul so fucking much, love. Thank you, thank you. But hey, if other games go up for free, let me know. I would want to check them out. You know what I want to do? I was talking with Merlin earlier. I was like, I asked for recommendations on, how do I say, more niche gameplay styles for military games and nautical games. Nautical could be sailing, fishing, submarine, that kind of thing. And the military, I don't know, I was thinking like, I don't know, just different, like niche genres, not just FPS. But then I started thinking like, wait a second, that would actually be fun to visit. All those military first-person shooter games that my dad used to get, I never really saw him play most of them. But like Medal of Honor and that kind of stuff, I'd like to try those sometimes. I just have to get them set up properly. More older games on the PC that I want to play, but I'm scared because, hell, even when Mina was streaming Deus Ex, if they tab out, I think it crashes the game. But something to just deal with. I've done it before. I don't know if it was when I played Call of Duty 2, but I know I've streamed games that would like be fucky and push me around a little bit, like my model and everything. But I was able to kind of power through it. So I need to be more daring because there's a lot of games I really want to play. Why is Mina gone? I gotta hunt them down. Mina's watching, Mina's just not typing. Okay, so. Battlefield Bad Company 1 and 2. I loved playing Bad Company 2. I played its multiplayer a few years ago before all the servers shut down. Great experience. They had a pretty small community still playing, but the community that we found that was playing, it was really fun. I just didn't like having to grind in order to get the Magnum ammo. I think it's like you have a choice between Magnum ammo or body armor. Like, but everybody just goes for the Magnum ammo. Never tried playing its campaign though. Really need to get to that stuff because I actually really like military stuff. Even though I'm not very educated, like I run to Merlin and ask like advice on like, wait, what is this? What is this called? Like stuff like that. Because they're actually educated on that stuff. I'm not. I think we could segue into start in. Oh! I don't need my TV on. I gotta turn that off. That's wasting my power, and that's gonna help heat up my furnace room. What is going? Turn off. There you go. I got a question. So, let's start kind of. So, who here likes Village? Like, do you guys like Village? Have you played it before? What's going on? And also, to reintroduce my perspective, I like old school Resident Evil. For anybody who's new, I like, you know, before Resident Evil 4 is my favorite Resident Evil. All new Resident Evil, I have mixed feelings on. Even Resident Evil 4 I have mixed feelings on for change in the series, but it's still good. But the return to greatness that Resident Evil has been doing with 7, 8, RE2 remake. We don't count RE3 remake, that's dog shit. RE4 remake, kind of all the new Resident Evil, mixed feelings on them, but we're in a better place than we used to be. That's my stance. Love-hate relationship with it, Kino, opinion. The vibes are just too different from 7. Do you prefer 7 in that case? Like, is 7 like the one you like? I can understand if people like 7 more than Village, because 7 is less action-y. 7 feels a bit more survival horror overall. Desperately want a Resident Evil co-op game focused on close-ranged melee combat. That's very specific. What makes you want that? That would work more for Silent Hill, right? Because Silent Hill tends to be like a bit more about melee combat. Did you have melee combat in Outbreak? Like, could you hold like baseball bats and stuff as weapons? I didn't really play much of an Outbreak because I haven't had people to play it with. 7 is unplayable for one reason: unskippable cutscenes. 8 kind of has a few of those too. Most I think you can skip. Like, you can skip the pre-rendered stuff, but if anything is like, you gotta follow the NPC, fortunately stuck with that. Enjoy it, but wouldn't say I love it or anything. I enjoy the first part of it, but too much genre jumping. Yeah, it's a little bit annoying. Village likes to be a variety show. Like, it wants to be multiple types of horror games, and it's like, just pick one. We don't need the haunted house. We don't need that, because it's boring to replay, but I gotta be quiet. I gotta say this stuff when we actually play the game. I like the idea of fleshing out the jobs that exist outside of the cast, like operatives dealing with the cleanup or smaller scale stuff. I'm down with that. Like, I think Resident Evil would be great as, would you say, like an anthology kind of series, or lots of spin-offs. Like, a lot of the Resident Evil spin-offs are conceptually cool. Just the execution would be a bit off. Like, Dead Aim as a concept was cool. It was separate from everything except kind of tied to Umbrella. The only issue is it's kind of like a underbaked game, and they just redid Leon and Fawn Lane, or they redid Leon with Bruce McGivern and Ada with Fawn Lane. It's a little bit weird. They don't really feel like their own people. They're just copies of pre-existing Resident Evil characters. But the concept of a little side story that's self-contained, that's great. Outbreak was good about that too. Outbreak's like, well, we have a whole city going to hell. There's so many different like stories you could tell. They could literally come out with a game called Resident Evil City Escape or something. Although that sounds like it would be a great multiplayer game. But City Escape or something like that, and it could just be about like a dad or something trying to get out of the city. You know what I mean? And it would work fine. And you don't need Jill to make a cameo and say, "Hey there, bye." Lean in more intense and frantic like the Raid movie. Uh-oh. Raid? Yeah. Budget Ari, but we got a hot tyrant in it. We got a sexy high heel tyrant. I like Village because the bosses are cool, merchants awesome. I like to explore for treasures, hunt animals, and lots of guns. Village is like so funny because in terms of presentation and energy, it is a better Resident Evil 4 remake than Resident Evil 4 Remake. Resident Evil 4 Remake, though, it's like... I want to say it feels like a more consistent game at what it is, whereas Village has these moments where it kind of genre hops a little bit. I don't know. They cling to the main cast pretty hard. They do, because it's smart in a way, because that's why, like, we get, like, mascot-y characters, because you want people to get attached to these characters, and it helps sell games. And with Resident Evil fans, how they are, if you don't have a game that has Jill or something in it, people get mad. Like, some people don't like Ethan and Seven because it's all new characters, you know? I know there's other legitimate reasons why people don't like Ethan in particular, but people just want the same characters over and over again, and they don't really even want new stories. If Resident Evil 10 or 9 even was its own thing, like how 7 and 8 were kind of its own thing, people would be mad. They'd be like, what about the continuation of the story? Like, even though there's not really a story to continue, they just keep making shit up as they go, and none of it really matters. I'm pretty critical on, like, Resident Evil story. The more it goes on and on and on, I don't think it needs to have an overarching thing, because it feels a bit contrived and silly. And I say that with love. Like, I love Resident Evil. If they want to have Jill and Chris come back over and over, fine. As long as you're giving me a good game with good gameplay, then I'll deal with whatever you want to do. But I will comment on things. Feel like each of the areas in Village could have been their own games. Yeah, I feel like, no, I'm not gonna say more opinion. We're gonna get into the game soon. Sorry, but Ethan ain't no Chad, just a great dad. I like Ethan personally. I think that he's fine. Maybe he talks a tiny bit too much, but I don't know. I think he's fine. Well, the thing is that how is Chris or any other Resident Evil character more interesting than Ethan? Like, from a personality standpoint. Like, how is anybody else more interesting? He's a bit dumb. What character's not dumb? That's the thing I don't understand. People are so hard on Ethan, but it's not like these other characters are written in by geniuses. They're very, bare bones. They're just your avatar, basically. They have lore to them. They do have personalities to them, but I don't think they're that unique or special. Leon has a lot of character. I love how lame he is. He's, like, cute. Aside Chris Poetry Bolters, is there really, like, a legitimate argument for how Chris is much more interesting than Ethan? So then, what is Ethan and why? Because I know you're gonna say, he's annoying. Why? Because he talks during the gameplay? I mean, I can agree with that. Why'd Ethan get his arm cut off? Is he stupid? He just had a really mean wife. Scrolling up, making sure I didn't miss anything. But I don't know, like, I'm easy to get irritated, and I do. Mia irritated me a lot, but I just don't see the issue with Ethan at all. I even think that his delivery is, like, funny. Like, I don't know. Mans can't piece things together well. What does that mean, though? What do you mean by that? most interesting, in my opinion, is the unnamed player 2 guy in RE6's Ada questline. He has no lore. Yeah, where it started off as a single-player campaign. And I liked that campaign the most out of RE6, the Ada one. And then they're like, okay, people want it to be co-op, so we'll just add a soldier guy to her, but we can't, like, have him be a part of the story because that's not how this was made. So it's like they jury-rigged it. Here you go, it's co-op now. Who is this guy? What's his name? It doesn't matter. He's not actually there. She's just imagining him. He's oblivious? It's like, well, Ethan is not a cop. He's like a regular guy. The STARS members are cops. Claire's a college student, but she's like a sassy, like, cute girl. I just don't understand what the issue with Ethan is. Like, if you play Resident Evil 1, these characters are not deep. There's nothing special about them. They have charming designs, I guess. And the voice acting would be campy, but... Even when the series got more, quote, sophisticated and more focused on story, I don't think it made the characters, like, any deeper or more interesting. I just feel like their avatars still. And I partially think that a lot of people hop on this bandwagon on hating Ethan because I don't know if a YouTube man talks shit about him or what, but it doesn't feel normal. It doesn't feel logical to hate Ethan as much as people do, because if anything, he's just inoffensive. Because, like, let's say, like, if you don't have Ethan, who do you want there? Like, Chris? Would the things that he shouts out be any more interesting than Ethan? I just don't understand. Think of the cutscenes with Claire Redfield in 2 OG, now think of Ethan's scenes in RE7. There's the issue. I'm thinking about him. I'm thinking. You might have to clarify because I don't really know what angle you want me to think about specifically. I'm not. I'm genuinely not. I actually am tired of all the hate on Ethan because it's not logical and people don't really give me good arguments. They just say this, and I don't mean this to offend you. They just always say, he's bland. He's annoying. Why? He's not the worst character, but he's not great either. Why is any other Resident Evil character great? They're not even consistent. Like Resident Evil character writing. Like, they go up and down. Like, I guess if you're factoring in the CGI movies, like, okay, now Chris is the alcoholic who's upset that everything's gone. No, now Leon's the alcoholic, and Chris is the one trying to help him out, and ugh. He's different, and I don't like him. You should just say, he's ugly. He's ugly, I hate him. They hate on him simply because he's just a guy in 7. Everyone else is larger than life. I actually like that he's just a guy. So, it's just that... I'm trying to think. He's ugly and I hate him. Hi, comma. But, I mean, I can't force people to change their mind. I tried. I did try. I don't think it's working. But I do think Ethan is overhated. I don't know. Now, I think we can move on to the main game. Oh, we gotta get rid of all these Metroids. John Metroid, get out of here. Get out of here, John Metroid. Get out of here. Have you seen the Distortus Rex from the upcoming Resident... No, I haven't been, like, watching any information about anything that's, like, new. Claire has a detailed background, her personality to her interactions. Ethan was designed to be as bland as possible, as Capcom wanted Ethan to be the player's avatar, so he has no depth, barely reacts to things around him, and when he does, it's by the numbers, and his design is poo. He got better in Village, but he's still bleh. I think that's fine. Like, if they try to give him too much of a personality, he might irritate me. He might, like, talk to more during the gameplay. Winston, all is good. Yeah, everything seems like fine so far. We're gonna be playing the game really soon. Claire's background's not that detailed. Like, I mean, she's got some lore to her, but I don't think that she's that crazy interesting. Like, she's okay. Vincent Goldman in Survivors. I do not... Oh, Vincent. Wait. You're not thinking of the main character from Survivor, are you? Because he thought he was Vincent. And I remember him getting really excited when he's like, I'm not Vincent. I'll say that, in terms of character design and aura, Ethan doesn't make for a good mascot character. Not the way that the other Resident Evil characters do. Don't hate Ethan, at least Village Ethan, but dude just feels like an extra from Outbreak. I guess I'm just fine with that, but he's definitely not my favorite either, I suppose. So I guess in a way, I don't disagree technically, because I don't got a Tumblr blog dedicated to cute edits with Ethan in a flower crown or anything like that. But I like his voice acting. I think that sometimes his line delivery is funny. I remember in 7, where he's talking to the cop that's like outside a window. It's boarded up, but they can kind of interact. And Ethan is like, help me, you gotta help me, I'm trapped in this fucking house. And the cop is like reasonably kind of also maybe like need it for the narrative. He's like skeptical. He's like, I don't remember what it was that he said. I wish I could say it more clear, but there's this part where Ethan just goes, are you kidding me? I think it was when the cop was giving him a knife and not a gun instead. And I don't know, I think Ethan's fine. But this is Resident Evil Village. He asks for his gun, and the cop's like, huh, I don't think so. Which I think is reasonable. No, I don't think a cop should give you their gun. Yeah, I know why the cop was doing it. I just think, like, the way Ethan responds when the cop only gives him a knife, it was just kind of funny. This title screen is album cover worthy. What's cool is, like, as you play through the game, when you load back up the main menu, the scenery will change, like the day changes throughout. Regardless of anything, I want an RE game where Ashley, with the personality they gave her in the remake, is the main character. She's so waifu bait core that I resent her in a way. But she would make for a good survival horror protag girl. She's all sweet and nice and everything. That's how usually protag girls are in survival horror. They're not like sassy and like bratty like she was in the original 4. I mean, they could be a little bit sassy, but there's a balance to how you do it. Yeah, that's why I kind of like recanted a little bit, because Heather is a little bit sassy, but Heather had a more grace to it than Ashley did, kind of. But I like both. Heather was funny. Heather felt like a pretty authentic teenager. And man, her like texture is still really good. No, YouTube's not being neglected. I have the YouTube chat up right here. I have my phone holder that's holding it up for me. How is the game audio, by the way? Could I, like, turn it up more? The texture work in older Silent Hill, like, especially Silent Hill 3, still looks better than a lot of textures now. At least with, like, face complexions, I guess. But Heather has, like, a very, very detailed complexion, I guess, because of all the freckles and everything. But, I guess we can't hear any music until we get into the game. I kind of like holding the PS4 controller compared to the 5 sometimes, because the 4 feels a little bit slimmer. Yeah, like, I realized that I'm gonna need to actually get into the game for us to be able to gauge how the balancing is. So let's just do a new game. We're gonna do standard. First person, third person. I've tested the third person one time. It felt just weird because you have to relearn the game with a different camera, and we're not going to do that. We're just going to play the game the way it was intended, even though I prefer third person normally. I played the Shadows of Rose DLC, which I thought was horrible. I don't even remember if I finished it or if I dropped it, but it was very, very cringe. How is this audio, by the way? Is it loud enough, or do you think I should turn it up?
A young girl went with her mother to pick berries for her father, who was hard at work. But the forest greeted them with a dark, cold silence.
There's a part of me that, like, sees this opening, and I'm like, this doesn't feel like Resident Evil. This feels like some Tim Burton indie animation kind of thing. But at the same time, I respect that they're wanting to do their own style. And it's cool for what it is.
And into the forest deep. Feeling strange eyes upon her.
I also like how they completely redesigned Mia. Like, Mia doesn't even look like how she looked in 7 at all. She even has a different hair color. She doesn't have black hair anymore.
And bit his own wing. Come, child.
I think that's one thing is in Village the models look a lot better. 7, there was a weird uncanny valley, especially for the girls. Margaret and Mia look fucking weird. Margaret looks like a weird rubber person.
A dark weaver appeared, and with a click of his fingers crafted mist into a beautiful dress. Come, child, warm yourself, he coaxed. So she
don't think he's a bad character, just find it funny how he has horror movie logic, i.e. he just reattaches his hand without questioning it. But at the same time, they kind of forced him in this situation. This could have been avoided if Chris just told him what happened at the beginning. I think plot holes irk me more than Ethan, honestly, but that's more a me thing. Okay, okay. I guess to me, like, how do I say?
Come, child.
He just attaches his hand without questioning it, but do you want him to question it? Do we want, like, a deep scene with, like, him monologuing about, how does my arm, how was I able to do this? Like, it's gotta be a game, too, right?
Beautiful golden gear.
Does that make sense?
The creature said nothing as the girl approached and snatched what she thought was another
Names
gift.
of a
Thank you for the follow.
The horse grew angry.
Little Nightmares Resident Evil Edition, kinda.
Terror filled the girl's heart as the wild wind rose around the beast. Suddenly, a witch appeared.
Gotta keep moving in that scenario. Yeah, like, you don't want the narrative to bog down your gameplay.
Gifts we gave, but more you took, she snarled. So more in turn is due.
I think they also swept her hair to the side, obviously because she's like anime mom and she's gonna quote die, and it's totally believable that Chris would just do that. But I think they also, thank you for the follow, I think they swept her hair to the side because long hair in video games can be a bit wild to control, and it would look really wonky in 7. So they're like, okay, we need to control this hair. We don't want it waving around too much, so we're gonna kind of try and make it stiffer. So there you go, put it on the side, and there you go.
There's nothing wrong with my memory. You're just being paranoid.
This is average interaction with girlfriend or wife, I can confirm. Shit! No! We don't skip this stuff! My bad, I'm sorry everybody. Oh my goodness. It's the Twilight baby. There's nothing wrong. You're just being paranoid. Damn it. Alright, we have to start over. I'm sorry. I don't know if we can skip the Tim Burton opening. See, this whole stream has been scuff. I'm like, what? No, I'm not. You're just imagining it. Yesterday, I didn't get mad. I just thought I did. I won't skip the cutscenes. Not in this game, not if we're actually trying to experience it properly together. But oh god, we gotta watch the opening because I think if you well, let's test. Sometimes cutscenes will be divided into parts. Perfect, we're good. All right.
So more in turn is due.
The anti-aliasing or whatever on the hair, I don't know if it's working very well. Like if you really study, you can see kind of like jank to it.
She's asleep.
That was avoided in older games when girls would have short hair, and it would be like helmets, basically, with hair texture. Hair just seems like a bitch to work with. No mods.
Besides,
I'm playing on PS4.
Because she doesn't understand it. Thank
Oh
God.
God.
We moved here so that she wouldn't have
That's
to deal with any
right.
of that, remember?
The FOV
there's
is
nothing wrong with my memory.
FOV is garbage in modern Resident Evil.
You're just being paranoid.
So I can't fix it. Is there a shitty there's a shitty vignette in this game, isn't there?
I'm not paranoid.
Maybe
I'm
not as
just
bad as
cautious.
RE2 remakes. If you play things on PC, you can disable those vignettes, whether officially or modding it. Vignettes are so irritating.
I'll finish dinner.
It's like the hair's too crispy. Alright, so this is how your modern horror game opens. So we can't like just be in gameplay, right? Not immediately. You need to be eased in. Which isn't like the worst idea. Like, okay, they want to pace out their horror game. Here's the relax and
I'll put her down.
open in segments, which is fine, I guess. But it's not fun to revisit. And I'm forced to walk slow, which is annoying. But if you're playing it for the first time, whatever, I guess. But when you replay and have to do the damn thing, granted, I'm not rushing to do things properly. I could just run up to the second story, but we're just gonna take our time and really take it in. This is our baby. This will never be me. This perspective will never be what I see ever. And that's okay. My eggs are going away and that's fine. I'm not upset. I don't care. It's
Once you're a
okay.
big girl, we'll have a drink together, all right?
Why do you want her to drink already? Okay, I get it. This guy's horrible. This is a horrible character. How old's like 1 day old infant? When you get big and strong, we're gonna lick her up. Gonna make you a man. Is this Mia? This is way too fucking serene. She's full of herself. Like, I'm having a baby, and it's like God has blessed me, so I'm gonna... Alright, Ethan, over here. Where? Over here, where the light is shining through. Okay, like, see how the God rays are... they're making me glow. Sure, Mia, I guess.
Oh, Mia. What a miracle.
See? Nah, Ethan's all into it too. Ethan was like, yeah, look, you look like you're buzzed. My God. Okay, I took a photo. Let me see. No, I don't like that one. You're gonna have to take it over again. Hurry, because the sun's gonna change. Take the photo, Ethan. Here you go. Oh, it's perfect. Oh, our little miracle. This is us looking at God together.
3 years ago, I couldn't even imagine something like this would happen.
I want to talk to my wife. I don't think she gets upset yet. Wait, what? Ooh, look at this bread, y'all. That's tomato paste, right? Tomato dipping sauce. Bread, which is good. What is this green stuff over here? What is that? Is that like pickles? It's like pickle... Shut up! Stupid fucking wife. That's a perspective I can get used to. I want to hold a baby. I want to yell at my wife. That's what I would like. What is that? Let's look at the furnishing here. Look at how nice this is. How the rug is kind of like a little bit chaotic. Now, there's a problem though. Uh-oh. Is it the same exact...
Don't get
Shut...
too close to me when I'm cooking, babe. Hey, what are you doing, mister?
Looking for the kitchen knife, honey. Ethan, dual wield. You can hold a baby with one arm. What the hell is that? What is that? Oh, it's a potato. Okay, anyway. Is this a repeat in texture? Is this rug the same asset as this rug? You can't do that. Crowcat won't approve.
You hungry? No? Maybe later then.
Did she yell at me again? You're so full of yourself doing your hairstyle like that. You're ridiculous. Was that like spooky moment, or did I accidentally open it myself? Look at this. We even have the whirring from the fridge. This is crazy. They're printing out photographs in the modern era. February 2, 2021. Rose's half birthday. What does that mean? Half birthday?
Her birthday will be here before we know it.
They grow up fast. Let's just enjoy it while we can.
Whatever, Morose. I mean, wife or whatever. Banana puree. Sweet potato puree. Boiled spinach and cream. Don't give her any sugar or honey and no mushrooms. Why? People do that for their first baby half birthdays? What does the half birthday mean exactly? Hey, I've actually never went in this closet.
Mia makes everything by hand, so this stuff keeps piling up.
She makes this, but you have jars for it. You have, like, product jars. Do you just, like... Was it initially other kinds of baby food, and then you just filled it with different kind? Also, I'm confused. Whenever I see baby food, they're smaller, like the smaller containers. Can you get, like, big industrial ones like that? Yeah, I think the stream's going okay. I almost fucked it up, like, 30 times, but... We're on course. We're back.
I've got something nice for you.
It's so creepy
Once you
because
go
she
to
says it
Rosewood.
in my ear. Ooh.
Our taste in music's definitely improved over the years.
What is
Yeah,
that?
Mine has.
Jazz albums you were never able to get when you were young. Miss D and the Paul Boys. Wonder if that's actually real. Some people take photos in some mini birthdays every month until the baby turns 1. Oh. So it's like being impatient. Like, oh my god, I can't wait for my little girl to turn 1. Okay, it's about the 3rd day after you've been born. Yay, let's celebrate. Cake. 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 Do you like the furnishing here? This is kind of nice. It's very warm and cozy. Why do we cover up this mirror? Oh, I know why. We don't want working reflections in this game. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Once things warm up, we can go for a walk.
See, that's a normal thought, Ethan. It would have been weirder if you, like, oh, I can't wait for you to drive your first motorcycle. This is like a little music box right here. I think for running, you click in, but I don't think we can run until we put our baby away. Here's your scripted moment. I can't not do this.
It's like I said to your mom. That book's too scary for you.
Mm. Shower. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, mirror doesn't work. Toilet? Working too well. See what this makeup is. What? Girls, what is that? What is that thing that says love? It must be some kind of, like, cream. Mia's medication, she's been on a strict regimen ever since the incident. She was infected with mold, and I guess she got de-infected. And Ethan's uninfected, wink wink. Oh wait, I remember what's going on with Ethan. Shower? We can't go in here. Nice texturing. It's like they put a lot of personality in this whole segment, even though we're only going to be here for a little bit. But again, this is basically how somebody playing it for the first time might do it. I mean, they might be a little bit less, like, weird.
Your mama and I love this song so much.
But it's not really gameplay. It's just kind of walking sim, sort of.
Almost there, honey.
And I don't like when characters talk out loud, but they're trying to make things not feel like a stiff, quote, beep boop video game. They want things to feel a little bit more like a blend between cinematic and game. And I don't always like that. It's just a personal thing that aggravates me. It's not like it's like just that offensive as a concept, but it doesn't mesh with me. Rose's clothes for tomorrow. I thought that said Reese's clothes. That's the, cradle. Technically, we're pretty much free to put her in here. And then we should have
There you
a
go,
little bit
sweetheart.
more control over our character.
you
I don't
worry.
think we can run
I'll
yet.
be right downstairs. Daddy won't let those weird fairy tale monsters.
As long as I don't go downstairs, I'll be able to experience things at my own pace. She actually has like a subtle like movement animation, like breathing. Well, is her chest moving up and down, or are they just bobbing her head? Oh, nope. Her chest is moving up and down. How cute. Is that a wall outlet? Oh, look. They even have, like, the protective covers, I think, so the baby can't get hurt. I mean, not that the baby can reach... Actually... She'll be able to reach that in no time. Might as well plug that up before it's too late. Yeah, I can do whatever I want before I go into the kitchen. I thought I could pick up that photograph. February 6, 2021, Mia and I had another fight. I accidentally mentioned what happened 3 years ago and she blew up at me. We finally settled down in our new life in Europe and can brain Rose up properly, but I still feel like a part of me is trapped in that hellhole back in Louisiana. I know Mia doesn't like to talk about it, but can we really just forget everything and pretend it didn't happen? Shouldn't we face what happened there so we can live our lives with Rose without it hanging over our heads? We owe her that much at least. I know Mia knows this too. She wouldn't have exploded like that at the hospital if she didn't care. Now that would probably be actual Mia. Mia. We don't know whenever our new wife came in. Name Rosemary Winters. Date of birth 2/8/2020. Height, weight, screenings. Hearing, vision, touch, reflex test. All results show no issue. Patient is in good health. Additional notes. Result for additional fungal pathogen tests will be provided by BSAA. Applefield Memorial Hospital. Trying to make sure she's okay.
Rose is fine.
Rose's favorite toy. Gun Survivalist. A heavy firearms manual for field combat. So Ethan's been bulking up. He's been training. BSAA been training him. Wait, I meant to turn it the other way. Can I actually turn this page? Like this starting page? I like how Mia basically, like, was just really shitty to, the kid from 7. I forgot her name. And she doesn't have to answer for it or anything. Her and everybody was just, like, calling her a bitch and everything. It's like, yeah, Mia, you suck. You suck ass. You suck so much ass that I even notice. What is that first photo? Oh, it's the cat wearing a head. I thought it was, or a kid wearing a hat. I thought it was like a kid with a Denny's plate for a head. That was weird. That would be weird. Capcom really went for a dramatically different direction, making a life sim for the latest RE game, like this. And then they have Resident Evil 4 Remake have a really slow opening as well, where you kind of have to go down a path and go through some stuff before you even get to anything, because they want to ease you in. I think you had full control, though, at least. Like, here, we can't sprint or do anything like that. And then Resident Evil 3 Remake starts with literally this kind of thing, where you start off in an apartment. And then Nemesis busts through! Aren't you excited? Look, Nemesis is here! Ain't he supposed to come in later? No, look, Boo! Boo, Boo, Boo! Boo! He's here! I'm just a little critical. That's all. The darkness. Have we been to this room yet?
Gotta do a deep clean before Rose starts walking around.
You don't gotta worry about that for a while. Curtain closes on the Delvey gas incident. The committee completed their investigation on the 18th into the Delvey toxic gas leak in Louisiana in 2017. They concluded the deaths were caused by a leak of natural gas that had built up in the mud rock around the area. Jack Baker, 57, and his family, who were exposed to the gas, perished. Ethan Winters and his wife were also believed to have been nearby, but their current whereabouts are unknown. The entire area has been closed off by officials who believe it will be at least 10 years before the area is habitable again. That's not true. That's not what happened. There was a psychic little girl and a lady in a wheelchair and the mold and a ship level. They're lying also. Modern Resident Evil files tend to be this short. They're all tiny text. Don't worry, kids, you won't get overwhelmed by too much text. Dead Space Remake was better about that, and which I assume applies to original Dead Space. Files and lore were lengthy. They were nice. But Resident Evil now is just too brief. It makes it a little bit dull and boring.
About this already.
But they don't want it to be too long because they think people will get, like, overwhelmed or bored by it. So everything's really tiny and short and boring. I'm passionate about that. I like my story and lore being done through files. Where it's at my own pace. Hello, wife. I love you so much. What are you making?
Is she okay?
Sleeping like a baby. That smells good. What's that?
Oh, hands off, mister.
That hurt. That hurt me. Why would you touch me with that? Why would you touch me with the really hot metal?
It's churba de legume. It's a local recipe.
Oh, you know how to say it right, don't
Full
you?
Local wine,
Minus
too.
1 HP.
But if you're gonna keep sulking all evening, maybe you shouldn't have any.
You're so bitchy for no reason! That's not even our wife spoiler. For the record, for this playthrough, I might give some spoilers. So, she's just really into the role. She's doing a great job.
Worrying.
I love
just
wonky liquid in video
Louisiana.
games.
The pregnancy.
That looks thicker
Christmas
than
here,
the outcome, yo.
Military training. It all happened so fast. You know.
Well, at least we're all together. You, me, Rose. Now, everything's gonna
Seriously, think we can just forget about what happened in Louisiana?
It happened so long ago. I don't understand why you are so...
BSAA should be paying for therapy, to be honest. I don't know why we're just doing it this way.
Get down. Mia.
Wife problem solved. Works for me. And this is kind of what they showed in, like, promotional trailer stuff. Chris just being a psychopath. He's a villain now. He's a werewolf. Did you see the cover? You see the cover? He's turned into a werewolf.
Oh God.
But Chris looks like he's copying Wesker's fashion, kind of. Right? Because he's wearing, like, a nice suit with a turtleneck, kind of, isn't he?
Chris?
That's probably intentional. Because they're, like, trying to do this red herring thing to make Chris look like a villain. So we're like, oh, what if we give him, like, Wesker energy? And he kills your wife.
What the hell?
Tell me that's not a Wesker coat. And look how dramatic. Chris is like, his body is fully facing you. And then he turns enough to just shoot the wife in front of him. Just like that. It's so silly. I love it. Put on your fucking Wesker sunglasses, why don't you?
Go move.
You guys could tell me what's going on. But
All clear. Rose?
that's just horror storytelling. Because, I mean, what? Okay, Chris, so, like, your wife's kidnapped. That's not her. That's also Miranda from the village. Huh? Okay, let me... Okay, so, there's, like, a lot of people there, and there's snow, and there's, like, werewolves, and there's, like, a doll level, and there's, like, a... What are you talking about, Chris? Well, I'm taking you on a trip. We're gonna go together.
Hands off her.
Ethan, no.
We can't know this. We have to be confused. But when I first played this, when I first saw the trailer, I knew it was fake. I knew that there was probably a reason why why Chris did what he did. Chris is not gonna go kill a mom for fun. Ethan, do you want to know the plot? Or do you want to play Resident Evil? So true. Chris knows mold people aren't dead until they calcify. She didn't calcify, so him assuming she's dead makes no sense. But
Hey,
does he
Doc.
know how Miranda works? I forgot. What does he know about Miranda exactly?
No problem. We'll be there. That was the doc. She'll see us next week. Hey now. Think positively, all right? We talked
Thought
about
Chris
this.
was being controlled. That's another decent theory, that somebody could be controlling
We
him.
can't talk about anything else. I keep telling you, it's not Rose that I'm worried about.
Well, then what are you worried about? Look, she's gonna be fine. I just know it. What else matters?
We matter, Ethan. You matter. You just
Mia, what are you talking about? Is there something you're not telling me?
No. I've played like all the Resident Evils. I'm just streaming Resident Evil Village for
I
the
have to take this.
first time because I want to dissect it with everybody and talk about what I love about it and what I don't love. So this is like my third or fourth time playing this. My little angel. What is going on in her head? This is the average reaction in my streams. And then I said, I don't like forced walking, it's ridiculous. What do you think? Goo goo gaga? Outside of playing like an hour of RE7 was the first one I completed. It happens. Like, you wish that you could have a more graceful, like, yeah, I started with the first game and then I moved in chronological order. Like, sometimes we just start off with the most recent or whatever. I'm kind of like that with Metal Gear. Like, the first one I really played, like, and completed was like 5. Then I went back to 1 and gave it another shot and like completed it.
And Rose.
Sometimes it's just hard to get us to, how do I say? Check all those boxes, all the things that we need to get to. It just happens when it happens, and it happens in the order that it happens. It just happens.
What the hell happened to you?
Honestly, I don't think Baby Rose looks too weird. Way better than Twilight Baby. So, here is where the game still doesn't start. Because a lot of the game is this still. You have lots of interruptions, lots of scripted stuff that you kind of have to go through the motions with. It takes a bit before the game feels like it really actually opens up. That is a problem I have with this game on a first-time playthrough, because when I first played this game, when I first got it, when it released, I was actually really bummed. Because I liked 7, and I was hoping that maybe Village would be better. But Village was starting off doing a lot of things that I didn't like. And I started thinking, oh man, this is going to be a dud. I'm not going to like this game. Mission objectives: eliminate target, recover body, secure Rosemary Winters, and their names are so fucking goofy. Sound very Resident Evil core. Chris Redfield, Ethan Winters, Jill Valentine. Move the 2 Winterses to Site C for further investigation. At least 2 transport officers to accompany them. So we can crouch. I don't remember all my controls very well. So I think we follow the light, right? So you can't run. All you can do is slowly meander to the path. I might be going the wrong way though. So like, you gotta see why I don't find this engaging, right? Like, I can't feel threatened by the spooky environment, by the sounds of the winds, by the darkness of the sky, because I don't even feel like I have full control over a character. The only thing I'm able to do is slowly move forward and crouch. So there's no reason to feel afraid, because you know that nothing can actually happen to you. At most, a jump scare that you responds by mashing a button, like a QTE. That's all that can happen to you. Now, this might work on some people. Some people are not as particular or hard to please. So some people would feel like, ooh, this is spooky. But to me, I just get irritated. Darker than Doom 3. Doom 3 was pretty dark, huh? It's like you got the spooky design, but again, no reason to feel fear. Crows? Fuck birds. Nah, I think crows are actually really cute. I like pigeons. There's like a type of pigeon that's like white. I like albino animals. Like white, like they look kind of ghostly. So what is this supposed to symbolize? I like its creepy soulless eyes. Lots of great detail on these like bird models. Like you got the snow kind of clean into it. You got the tubes inside of them. Everything's fantastic. Wee woo. Jump scare. I kind of missed it actually, but that's fine. Oh, it's just that bird freaking out. I'd help you, but I don't got a knife. Sorry. The snow just makes the landscape bright. Yeah, does snow actually work that way? The only reason why we can see as well as we can is because we have a flashlight and it kind of reflects off the snow is how it works, right? Oh! We have access to the map at this part? Okay. Not that it's easy to get lost here, but I mean, you could. Kinda, I guess. See, like, now I actually can't see, like, where I'm going. I think... Am I going... Wait. No. I want to go this way. If I go the other way, I go backwards. I can't see. It's like I came from here. Actually never gotten lost. Here we go. I was just missing this door. Look at that hand detail. How come guy wedding rings are so, like, boring? It's just a gold band. Why can't guys have, like, cool sapphire sparkle diamond, too? They should. It would get a lot of attention, I'll tell you what. If you got a wife and you want attention of other women, just have, like, a pretty, sparkly wedding ring. Nice rope. Great detail on this. Like, all the assets are fantastic. All the textures. It's a nice looking game. If we could see it. But still no, like, full control. No weapon or anything. Silent Hill 2 actually does something kind of like this, but I'm pretty sure you have full control whenever you do the opening of Silent Hill 2, right? It's just, you have to kind of, like, do a really lengthy walk to get to your main location. So I prefer that style, I suppose. Unreal slop whatever engine they used. Do you think that this was Unreal Engine? I think... Oh, no, you guys are probably talking about something else. I apologize if I neglect chat just a tiny bit. I want to get through this game with not as much resistance for streaming purposes, so you guys can be entertained. I am a ghost, actually. I have a lot of different costumes that tackle different themes, but my main thing is that I am a ghost no matter what I do. I'm just a dead girl. Boo. I have a game dev friend who's always calling out where to buy assets he sees in games. It's amusing. I get that. I'm kind of like that whenever I spot stock sounds. Like if I'm consuming any media and I'm like, that was in Resident Evil 4. That was used in Resident Evil 4. I always do that because it's kind of fun. Does it matter? It doesn't, but it's still kind of fun to point it out. Ow! I don't even mean to. Like, whenever you notice certain stock yells, when you notice, like, the same stock cat sounds that have been used for a millennium, sometimes certain stock sounds irritate me. Because I don't want to recognize stock sounds. But I guess it helps kind of remind you that, oh, these are little projects that, like, humans made. Hey, spooky. I heard something interesting. So one thing I always do is I complain about One Piece stock sounds. I don't like One Piece's sound design for its anime. It's why one of the reasons why I prefer to just read the manga whenever I do consume One Piece. I saw something happen, like, I guess, what is it, Toei addressed that actually and said that they were going to update their library. I saw people talking about it on Twitter. I was surprised. I'm like, wait, you mean like other people have like complained about this too? I do think that sometimes sound libraries should be updated for anime studios and game studios to use, although it won't take long before you start recognizing all the new sound from the new sound libraries, because often like people in the industry, they use the same libraries as each other. But one example of updating a library that kind of bums me out, but I do gotta accept it, is updating the library for Mario characters. So in Super Mario Wonder, Yoshi does not sound like how he used to in Mario 64. He's still cute sounding, but it's just not as good in my opinion. But they've been using Yoshi story sounds for forever, so it's fine to update it. Climb over. We got the auto mount. I don't mind the new Mario voice. I feel like it's good enough. Luigi, they're fine. Daisy and Peach, it depends. I remember in the Super Princess Peach game, or not Super Princess Peach, the new Peach game that came out, they weren't consistent with how her voice sounded. Sometimes she sounded like, oh, and then other times she sounds, oh. Like, it's like, what? What? Peach, what do you sound like? This is a good, nice establishing shot. Does the camera force me to look at it, though? It doesn't. Now, that's how you do this kind of thing. That's what my friend did whenever he played this game. Instead of like being enamored by the establishing shot, he just fucking covered it like this, like an asshole. And he's like, wow, this looks like a great view. He just walked away. Bastard. But other games, what they would do is you would walk out here, and then you would either lose complete control over your character while it starts panning around, or your camera gets yoinked and makes you look there while you still kind of have control. I don't like that. So instead, they have it to where you're just going to get a nice view whenever you walk out naturally. It feels good. It feels good. I like it. Great setup. Look at this. Beautiful. Snow horror is the best. Snow horror, nautical horror, all good. So sometimes, you know, we don't want paths to be too obvious and gamey looking, so we have lots of shrubbery that covers it. Sometimes it makes me be like, wait, where's the path? Where am I supposed to go? I dealt with that a lot in Resident Evil 4 Remake, I feel. Now, old school Resident Evil would be having music playing this whole time, but modern Resident Evil, modern horror games, they tend to just do soundscape. Not my favorite. I find it to make it a little bit, like, lacking in the atmosphere that I like. But that's just me. That's just me. I'm just very passionate about very heavy music in your ears. So let's not go on the main path. Let's explore a little bit. Because this is how I would naturally play. See, we have, like, a little bit of music that you can hear. I don't know if I can up it.
Names of our friends.
Thank you for the follow. Uh-oh. We can only go here. Unfortunate. It's like, you'll have music, but it's just so in the background. And even when you do have music, it'll be more like a sound cue that plays and then it stops. Half-Life kind of was like that, too. Is there anywhere else I can go before I progress? It's like, look at this, like, location. It's so good. And it's like, I don't know if you want to call it, like, light Metroidvania, but whenever the game really starts, you can, kind of explore the village, gradually as you progress through the game, as you get more abilities or keys and stuff like that. I shouldn't say Metroidvania, that's just Resident Evil. That's just classic Resident Evil style. And there's chickens. Oh my god, the meat system is so cool. And the meat, it sounds satisfying. It sounds and feels satisfying whenever you pick it up. And they have a lot of stuff that will be hidden at times. So sometimes they'll have ammo that's like tucked away in like random corners. 7 did that too. I hope that I'm not... No. I wasn't sure, like, if you do things out of order, does it mean, like, oh, I opened that, that means no items will ever spawn in it? I don't think it works that way. Now, I probably should just, like, progress at the pace the game actually wants me to. Now, this is another game that, has fast enemies while having controller aiming. So, it's a little bit difficult because of that. If you use a controller for fast enemies, it just makes it harder on yourself. But at the same time, some people play competitive shooters, like, with controller, and they do fine. So yeah, maybe partial skill issue on my part, but I just prefer mouse aiming when it comes to, like, shooting. I don't know if this game has any aim assist. Dead Space Remake had an optional aim assist, but I opted to not turn it on because it wasn't on by default. Not to mention, sometimes aim assist can actually fuck you over and make you aim how you don't want to at times. And we need to get back to the main path. Whoa. Some of these eggs are frozen, I think.
Maybe they're out.
I thought it glitched for a second. Like, so we got a lockpick. That's a Resident Evil thing. Where's our yellow tape? The trademark modern Resident Evil yellow tape? That's Miranda. I mean, I don't know who that is. Maybe she's the Mother Mary. I really like how windows and like the light shining through them look. I mean, it's like a cloth, but I don't know. It has this kind of glow to it that seems cool. Does it have aim assist? Oh, shit. I'm following the scripted thing. Oh, he really got out of there fast. So the game's telling me to go this way. We explored over there, but we didn't go this way. Not in full anyway. This is the intended path they want you to take.
What happened?
I do like the dissonant music playing in the background. That's like decent atmosphere. Here's your yellow paint. Because they love the yellow paint. Did 7 do the yellow paint? Or did it do white paint? This game is all about yellow paint. Locked due to missing homeowner. There's your yellow tape. I know yellow paint is y'all's favorite thing. Oh, it's like it's inviting us. Now, unfortunately, this game can be dark at times, as you can see. And I'm playing with the lights on because of Lee VTubing. So sometimes it makes everything look like a weird blur. But that's just due to VTubing. So we got our nice kitchen knife. One thing I'll mention is whenever I play 7 and 8, even though this mechanic is really good, I don't like defensive, I don't like parries, I don't like blocks much. I just suck. But with this, you just have to, like, I don't know, like, to me it feels like giving up. Like, I'm not gonna, like, try to maneuver out of the way to dodge a shot. I'm not gonna try to, like, outgun the enemy. I'm just gonna, like, okay, I give up. I'm going to brace for a hit now. I don't like that. And I also don't remember, is there a perfect block in this game where if you block at the right moment, I don't remember if it has anything like that. But anyway, you're not going to see me using this mechanic very often, even though I know it's good. Just my brain, my body just won't do it. It just won't.
They just run out of the house?
This looks like the average coffee mug in my room. It depends on the kind of game. This is a shooting game. But I partially don't like parry because I'm not good at it. So it is partially skill-based. But lots of games always have parry nowadays. I just like it. Now this is, I think, was also seen in promotional material for the game.
No, friendly.
I don't know how you fucking missed that shot,
Friendly.
old man.
Who are you? Who sent you? Nobody. There was an accident down on the road and... What's going on?
It kind of, like, the skin has like, a bit of a rubbery texture to it, sort of. Kind of like...
They're coming.
Not quite, like, it's like a more textured version of, like, old Unreal, kinda. You know what I'm talking about? Where people would look a little bit synthetic and rubbery. This is, like, reminds me of that, but, like, way better.
What the hell was that?
You have a gun?
What?
Please tell me you have a gun.
No, why would
He
I?
has a massive mouth. That's just because that's what happens when you get older. And this is proof that I'm young forever, because look at how tiny my mouth is.
Take it! Take it!
Tell me what's out there.
I can't tell you. Why not? I cannot.
Are you listening?
Why not? Video game, video game, video game. Hell yeah. I love it though. I think I remember at first people were irritated at, oh, what the fuck? Werewolves? Vampires? This is Resident Evil. Why the fuck are they doing supernatural stuff? But they have a they gave a biohazard explanation for vampirism, kind of, and werewolves. So it's all still science. It's all still realistic science, and it's a fine. And they were like that with Resident Evil 3.5. What the fuck, ghost? That's Silent Hill. This is Resident Evil. It was hallucination. Okay, so they reused some of these corpses. So we got nice... She's really young to be having gray hair. But, okay. See, there she is again. Why am I ruining the movie magic with my cynicism? I'm sorry. That's what I'm saying, though, Machina. It's not ghosts in 3.5. It was hallucinations. So what I'm saying is that it's all okay, and they shouldn't have ever bitched. But some people get mad because they want simple zombies. And I get that. Resident Evil started off as a zombie series. But you can... It's called Biohazard, not Resident Zombie. Hey! Wait a second. I don't have control over my character, by the way. That's why this is happening. Can I move? Oh, ow! Ow! Well, that young guy that just fell down, he was the guy whose head we moved, but, like, not the same guy. The blood looks so fucking good. Everything's, like, really desaturated and cold looking. At least in the cold areas. I think when you get to Dimitrescu's castle, it'll be more warm, if I remember right. But you do that so the red pops. That's just horror, baby. All right, I gotta lock in because this is a gamer game.
No.
Now I suck. I almost rage quit at this game because it's like, they move fast. I don't remember how generous their hitboxes are. But it's hard being a controller aimer. But if you use a mouse and keyboard, then it's too easy. So you gotta really like lean. You gotta like let your controller like sit and wait for them to walk in. It's frustrating. It feels frustrating. Because in Resident Evil 4, enemies are slow. The Ganados, they lumber around. See? It sucks. But I just gotta get used to it with this game again. Thank God. But they're cool enemies. I like the werewolves in
What
this
the hell?
game. Now, do I have a, Where do you see your... Where's your inventory in this game again? Where's your inventory and shit? Journal, map. Do we not have access to that yet? What button would it be? Okay, it's triangle. Yeah, I actually took quite a bit of damage from that. I might actually die in the opening segment. It's pretty hard the way Resident Evil 4's village segment like first was whenever you're playing for the first time. It's actually hard because you're like overwhelmed. You don't realize how well you can control everybody with the melees, like controlling the crowds, using the melee and the iframes. Like you don't know that, so it feels very hard. And that's how this game feels. Definitely love letter to Resident Evil 4. But it's controller aiming, enemies are really fast. I think hitboxes are pretty tight, so I will stumble a little bit, even though I played it before. Don't judge me now. I don't remember if I'm supposed to shoot that. Man, I can't see shit. Oh, am I...
Shame.
I thought that was Ethan talking at first. Oh, here we go. We got our bolt cutters. Iconic modern
Sing
Resident
moment,
Evil
perhaps.
bolt cutters. We got our blood vignette. Not too intrusive. The one in Revelations was insane. Just blood splatter everywhere. Games are based if they let you walk into water. Like if they don't put invisible boxes to prevent you from doing that. It's an amazing, amazing game. It's like, can you see? Is there even a door here? I know I'm not supposed to go there, but I wanted to explore. I think they made this fence blue probably to help as like a landmark so things don't look too samey. So we have L3, pressing an L3 as your run button. Hi, Smolchy! Yes, Resident Evil Village, I would say, is mostly a good game. I'm very passionate about it. I'm happy to stream it for everybody. Now, I'm pretty sure there's some trick with this, like... I think only one werewolf can actually get in here. The rest just spook you. Like, I don't think you actually need to barricade this at all. I think that's like the trick. Oh, he might only activate whenever I go down. And does he come from the top or the bottom? Yoshi! Pretty sure only one can come in. Is it only this one? Do I actually have to barricade? I thought they were supposed to come in no matter what. Like the one. I let go. I'm trying to defy the game. There we go. Oh yeah, I think that was something that Mina hated that I used to defend. It's the inconsistent stagger rate. And I used to defend it, and I would say, well, it's supposed to make the game feel like you don't want to feel too overpowered. So they make it to where it's like dice roll if it'll actually work or not. You have to hold that button? And I used to kind of defend it in Resident Evil 2 Remake. But I think I might have come around. I can understand why people don't like it. Resident Evil 4 remake was very annoying about that. But I get the logic why they do it. They want you to feel more vulnerable, so they don't want you to be able, oh, if I get headshot, I just guaranteed to endlessly stagger them and nothing can harm me. Like, I get why they do it. But sometimes it feels, like, frustrating. Like, you get irritated. Like, what the hell? I shot him 5 times in the face and he didn't stagger. This is bullshit. Like, your brain can't help but, like, hate how it feels. So you just gotta deal with it, though.
Survivors?
So the wave should be starting soon. I think I'm supposed to get to a certain point, though. This is where I came from. I think I'm supposed to go down here? To the tree? Does it trigger then? Or do I go... I'm trying to think. This way. Yeah, this is gonna be spooky, because this game is demanding me to actually respond good. And it's been a while, so bear with me. Oops! Oh, fuck. How do you do the knife again? I don't remember the knife. I don't remember the knife! I don't want to waste ammo like that. How did I do the knife again? I think I have to do this part again. That's fine. How do I do the knife? Oh, I have to equip it. Right. Okay.
Over?
I wasn't sure if I just had a, like, constant knife. Rar? Okay, I am allowed to just progress. Okay.
Hello. If there are any survivors out there, come to Louisa's house near the fields.
Survivors?
I think it happens whenever I go over there. It triggers? Okay. Oh, you can also just press X on button, or on boxes. I think it triggers when we go up here. Oh, look, there they are.
Okay.
You can shoot dust. You can, like, make it to where it kind of, like, stuns them. Oh, shit, if I went down here at an angle, I would have just dropped down. Now I gotta do the automatic, climb down thing. Also, yellow, ugly yellow, ladder. So you shoot that, staggers them. Alright, it's been a bit. Bear with me. I'm just running around trying to get all the ammo. Pick up! Pick up! What the hell? Did you see that? Like, I promise you, I was mashing A. Or X. Oh, right, I climb up the ladder. Can't believe Europe is like this. That's crazy. I think we're in Transylvania, right? Transylvania's got it rough. Even now, this is Transylvania 2025 still.
There's no end to them.
Now, if you stay up here, I think they start, like, throwing things at you. You can outrun everybody, like the timer. Shit. I'm not confident that I can just outfight them at the moment. Oh. Shoot to run. Alright, it does go in a loop. Thank goodness. I think it does anyway. Now see if you drop down from here. See, that's cool. I don't know. No! I don't know if that's intentional. Is that just intentional genius or... Hey! Man, that wasn't nice. I don't need money right now. I think I needed something else.
You're kidding.
So the big axe man should be coming soon. And I think that if I keep running, things won't actually end. Like, I don't remember how you can trigger the ending. I think you go to a spot, and then a cutscene happens that makes you think you're fucked. Ow. How dare you follow me in here? Uh-oh. Oh, he does multiple hits. Scary. Something's supposed to happen where I think a zombie or werewolf grabs me from behind and then turns me around and then it cutscene activates. Do I run here and it activates? I'm scared, bro. No mealies for me. Ow. Damn it. I'm gonna die. It's Jover. Why is he leaving me? Damn it, end. I'm dead. Oh, it's this button. Crafting, my favorite. Oh, oh, here we go, finally. So it is just automatic? Okay. Nice horse. Hey, they got a guy on a spike, too. Hey, cool, we didn't die. Why did you climb all the way up there? I don't think this design's intimidating. I think it's just kind of like too fluffy. It looks like Santa or something. It's not bad or anything. I'm just not overly into it. So whenever they're not using red to highlight or whenever they're not using yellow to highlight important things, they use red. As you saw with that landmark over there, because that's later important. E.T.?
Wait.
She's silly. I think the fires eventually go out. Now that we are safe, let us safely explore and get all of our items before we go to Lady. I think this was the first like spot we went to where we encountered the werewolf. I did pick everything up right before I left. Okay. Sometimes, like, things won't immediately make themselves obvious. Like, even if you're standing near something, like, let's say there's an item right there. Sometimes you actually have to, like, really aim at it before it activates and show, yeah, pick me up. So, gotta look a little bit. We're gonna come here later. Oh, wait, we can come here now. Awesome. And this hole over here always helps me remember what room that is. So, where are all my resources? Because I know I didn't pick up everything. Feel snow, man. So that's like a... I forgot. Some kind of... wheel thing, whatever you call those. Valve. Lay. Slay. She's like up there.
Names of a
Oh, thank you
friends.
for the follow. This looks like Eggman. Really look at it. It looks like either Eggman or it looks like Pyro. Every time I see this symbol, I just can't take it seriously. And now you won't be able to either. I don't. Oh. Is this where she went? I don't want to go there if I'm supposed to go there. Okay, I think I've explored enough, right? I can. No, this is what I unlocked. Yeah, I played this before. This is my maybe third or fourth time replaying it. I've never streamed it before though, so I thought it would be fun to play with everybody. Don't think I ever really did the mercenaries mode. Can you play as Demetresk in mercenaries mode? I remember it was kind of boring. I don't know. I wasn't really into it. Hi. Hope there's nothing weird with you.
Death, we give glory.
Miranda's a theater kid. Let's be real.
Hello? You shouldn't be out here. It's not safe. What the hell? Hey, can you hear me?
It's you, the child's father.
I want to be this
Hey, wait,
to
do you
my
mean Rose?
community in
Is she
real
here?
life whenever I get older.
Rose, yes. She is in great danger. Since Mother Miranda brought her to the village, we have fallen
I'm pretty
into
sure when I
darkness.
first played the mercenaries
talking
mode, I
about?
don't think
The monsters?
Demetresk and Heisenberg were available. I think they added them later, but I was like, I moved on from village by then.
Castle Bell heralds danger.
Right now I have no
They're
control.
coming.
No. Wait. Where's Rose? Who's Mother Miranda?
The bell tolls for us all.
But you can
They're
technically skip
coming
this, which is
again.
fine. And it feels a little bit more cinematic. It's like first person cinematic, but
is here?
it's a bit better than I guess how Dead Space does it. Dead Space remakes anyway. Because it's a first person game, of course we're not going to have like the kind of cutscenes I prefer, which is third person cutscenes, where you can see your character too. So we got all our nice candles, all our nice flowers. This looks like a E... What the hell? This looks like an E-girl. That's the Miranda photo again. I actually really never studied these photos very closely, but it's like, yeah, it's all just Mother Miranda and an E-girl. Is that onions for the vampire? Alright. Alright, this is gonna be kind of a long one. Oh, great lichens, the fabled monster wolves of old, may thy flesh to eat our... May thy come to eat our flesh. May they come to tear us apart. Phew, you guys still there? Alright. Let's go. Chem fluid, because crafting. That's that Mother Miranda again. It looks like a brain baby octopus tentacle thing. Now there's lots of like little secrets. A lot of them will be gems and you just shoot them down. Because we got that Resident Evil 4 DNA in all of us. Oh, there, yeah, see that? Clever girl. What the? I don't think I've ever really seen a window with a handle like that. But honestly, can't say that I've experienced many windows. Just boards and bars. I could have sworn that there's like a shoot me down like gems somewhere hidden. Am I misremembering? Or I might be mixing this location up with something else. That's weird. Anything tucked away? So you use light. Light draws your attention. I was taught that by a friend's base. Well, I don't think they were really a friend. They were like a acquaintance or something. And I was playing Until Dawn for them. And they basically said, when in doubt, when lost, look at light sources. Because it draws your eye and it makes you want to go to it. It's nice. It's a nice way without having to have an arrow that tells you. Or yellow paint to help you notice this sign. It does help you notice it, I suppose, but it's just a little bit ugly. RE4 first person mod, they have the VR mode. I might play, if I ever get VR, I would play like Resident Evil 4 VR mode, but I don't know if I would ever want to make Resident Evil 4 first person in any other context, because I like third person more. Your ugly yellow tape. How can this be comfortable for a gentleman to sit on? Needs to be more cushioned. Oculus or PlayStation VR? I honestly don't know. I'm not going to pick because I don't think I'm ever actually going to try to get VR. It's just, it's too much of a novelty. I wouldn't get much use out of it. Even if I really enjoyed Resident Evil 4 VR, I'm going to likely just play Resident Evil 4 normal. So, you can miss this. There's, like, only a certain part of the game where you have an opportunity to get into that. And if you don't get into it, I think you can't. There should be, like, a bird or something. There's, like, a meat system. There's, like, a photograph system that shows you, like, a location, vaguely, where a secret is. And there should be something here. I don't know if that stuff's already activated. I might be mixing up the locations, because we're going by my memory, which is not very good. I think it should, like, it should be a bird that you shoot down, because we have a meat system. I'll worry about it a little bit later. Let's explore. We offer these goats of Warden to protect the village and its people. Any who break them... Why can't I read today? Shall feel Mother Miranda's wrath. Mother Miranda is actually one of the better, like, modern Resident Evil villains we've had. She's really nice. I like her. Goatsy?
Guess this leads
Oh,
to
he's
the
spreading his chest apart or something. What did Ethan say? I thought that said steroid. See, am I, like, dyslexic today or something? Like, what the fuck is actually happening to me? I think the, Ween motif, this symbol thing, it's like the, what do you call it? Symbol of Resident Evil Village. It's cool. I remember, like, the devs are like, this means something, by the way. Looks like the umbrella symbol. Right, so they want us to go in here. My hair's in my face. Nah, I can see just fine. Wait, this is the house that we went through earlier. We just, like, wrapped around because of the gate. Oh, wait, what? This is a different spot. Okay, I knew it. Right? Yeah, because the painting's different. Oh. Does Heisenberg get a... Oh. Oh. God. Should disaster fall upon the village, seek out the crest. One is in the care of the church, the other is at Louisa's house. So we did see the gem. It should be right here. Right? There it is. I think the hitbox is pretty generous with shutting these down. Crystal fragment, it's like a opalite. It's kind of cute. I like opalite. Or I guess people would call, like, the better version moonstone. I think moonstones are actually, like, real. Alright, let's save. Let's do our first save. These are my old saves. We want to save a little bit away, so we're going to save in slot 4. Yes, I played this before. I mean, I got my saves, look! That's my first completion. Do I have this game on Steam? Because I know I've played it multiple times. E-girl. Alright. So I'm going to take a little break. I'm going to go to the bathroom because I have to go really bad. I will be right back. I think we're going to be doing a longer stream because I'm not going to play 3 hours of Village and get off. That's not going to satiate me. Hello, I'm back. I wanted to apologize to the YouTube chat. I don't know what happened, but it hasn't been updating, it hasn't been updating me with what you guys were saying at all. Like, I wasn't seeing anything. I'm so sorry. Like, no matter what I do, I'm always having technical, so I apologize. But hello, Merlin, Tools, Cassia. I hope you guys are doing good. Also, I don't know how to say your name with the SCH, but hello, hello. But that's the song I'm playing is like one of my favorite songs from Barrow Trauma. I'm gonna link it. It's really cool. It makes me very uncomfortable in like a nice way. But I'm back. Almost hit restart. Okay, so let's see. There is so much personality. They definitely reuse photos, but that's fine. Not gonna actually harp on them for that. Because only weirdos like me actually study that. I'm glad that they at least do like an original like special photo here. Okay, so we got a map. We should be meeting the merchant very soon. I love the merchant in this game. He's fantastic. I really like him because he's very different from the Resident Evil 4 merchant. And he stands out on his own. He's not just trying to copy that merchant. He's like his own thing, and it's nice. Let me take my glove off. I don't think you're supposed to. You're not supposed to deal with more combat. Not here. At least not at the moment. Maybe a little bit later in the game. Got mines. Those will be handy for things later. Oh, here we are. We're progressing. We're supposed to go through all this grass. You can technically sneak past, I think, or it's that they don't spawn until you go into the grass. There's a more annoying enemy that comes here later. See, that's cool. That's spooky. There should be like 2 of them. I don't think that they're actually making that move. I think it's scripting to fuck with you. But there should be werewolves in here. Oh, why didn't it pick up? What if I don't go through the grass? Wait, I think I actually... No, I don't have to. I go through here. We know we are not your favorites. No, I love YouTube. I love Yotobes. Did we go in here already? Yeah, we did. Okay. Oh, right. We actually can't go this way because it's blocked off. But we can vault over this stuff. I gotta remember that vaulting is a thing. Just keeping an eye on them. Rusted scrap. Shotgun ammo. Shotgun is... Okay, here we go. Get a cooler shotgun later. Let me over? Oh, can't. Okay. I see this rusted scrap, though. I love the scarecrow. It's so cool. Get his head. Oh, he noticed me. How come the other one didn't aggro on me? I guess it technically never saw me. I could skip it. Might as well. Yes. Oh, there's 3 of them. I can hear them. I feel like I'm getting my mojo back. This is about as good as I'll ever get. I will miss a lot. Anyone else? Hello? Whoa, whoa! Where are you? There he is. Uh-oh. Where'd he go? Did I kill him? Wait, really? Or did he, like, go back to his... Oh, yeah, I don't hear his shit anymore. Okay. I guess he had a delayed, like, fall down and die. Thank you. Feel like... Oh, I went the wrong way. I think, I'm like 75% accurate, I think. I think that's, like, fine. Not amazing, but could be a lot worse. Now, is there any, like, special bird? Help! I thought I was seeing a sparkle. Right, there's nothing here, right? Okay, now we're doing the scripted thing. Because the game will do that for a while. Let's go in here first. I don't think we ever did.
Close the door, please.
Oh, right. This is where the scripted thing is.
Hey, what are you doing here?
Stay back.
Please, don't hurt us.
Whoa. It's okay. I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm just glad to see normal people at last. Have you
Is
seen
she the
other
same
survivors?
model as, like, the dead girl corpses that were underground? That had gray hair?
She's not answering and the gate is locked.
Quiet girl. He's an outsider.
I think somebody mentioned, like, my friend said that logically that whole scene didn't even make sense because you get thrown into, like, an underground pit, but then you get pulled by the werewolf and thrown out the... thrown up the wall, and now you're not underground anymore.
We have to get into Louisa's house.
Quiet.
Oh, I forgot you can actually look around.
Stay here.
Well,
Be
kinda.
Don't move.
Or
until I
did
get those
I
gates open.
coincidentally sync it up with the time the camera forced me to look that way? You look not healthy. Here's my dopamine. Sometimes I feel like I gotta mash the buttons. Yo, it's Virgil's chair. No, I tend to hoard all the crafting materials. I don't want to just like craft things immediately because I might want to like make something later, so I craft as needed. I think I need a screwdriver. The camera yoinked me. Wait. Okay. Should we go to the red door because that's progression? Oh, right. I gotta open this for them.
Come on, it's clear.
Hurry!
Took your damn time.
Damn handsome daddy.
He's not used to relying on other people. I'm sorry.
I get it. He's prideful.
We'll be safe
Fair
in
enough. He's also, like, gravely
Safer here than
injured.
out there, that's for sure. Hey, do you know anything about what's going on around here?
It doesn't make any sense.
Do you know what TikTok is?
Mother Miranda has always protected us.
Nobody's answer.
She told me that she loved that she loved me more than Kakashi. We don't talk anymore.
We have to get inside.
Kakashi from Naruto?
Just hold on a bit longer, Papa.
Do you know what TikTok is, though? Do you? Like, where? They're cultists, so if you're in a cult town, you're gonna be a little bit behind, right? So, I guess that's their excuse. Nice machete, actually. Do machetes have do machetes have these, like, kitchen... Like, it looks like a kitchen knife. You know, there's, like, prawns. Hello? Anybody here?
Hello? Anybody home?
Whoa, it's like we were thinking the same thing. Ethan and me are so in sync.
Louisa!
That's why I don't like people hating on him.
Me,
Because I identify as him. I identify with him.
Stop shouting. You'll draw the monsters.
Julian, calm down.
Who's this?
A friend.
Stay back.
Father, for God's sake, Julian, let us in.
No, they'll smell the blood. You'll endanger us all.
My father will die out here.
But that's not my problem.
What's going on?
These people want to let a dying man into our home.
Come now, these people are our friends. Go on, go inside. Come now. This way. You're not
You tried to send malware? To me?
No. I'm Ethan.
Julian, go make yourself useful and check the grounds. I said go! Well, if Elena trusts you, then so do I. Come inside, Ethan.
No problem.
Wait here. I'll check on the others.
Alright, now I have control. Have a save. Louisa, they broke in again and got more of the livestock. I don't think we'll make it through winter at this rate. Don't worry, Ethan Winters is here. Ernest is still missing too. We can't find him anywhere. Has Mother Miranda abandoned us? Malphus, hi! Thank you for the raid. You made it just in time for Resident Evil. Whoa. There actually is a timer when they open that for me. This shows you, I guess, like, important locations. I recognize some of these. How did you enjoy your stream, Malphus? The windmill. Oh, yeah, we do that later. Oh, God. We have the marble physics puzzles. Oh, they do the physics. The damn lantern chain shit where you gotta push them. Oh, it's so miserable. And they do it like 3 times. But we'll get to it when we get to it. Oh, that popped in. I was like, very peculiar curtains. What's going on? Oh. Now, if I played my PlayStation 4 disc on the PS5, don't know if it would have run better, how it would have been, but this is how I'm used to playing it, and I don't know, I'm pretty used to popping in games.
Come inside, the others are waiting.
What the fuck is this? Outsiders, you're gonna get us all killed.
Quiet, Anton. He helped Leonardo and Elena.
We were doing fine by ourselves.
Please, Ethan, take a seat.
Is this all that's left? From your entire village? All that's left? All that's left? There is no one left!
This guy's fucking unhinged.
A worthless invalid? A stupid...
Invalid? Does that mean you don't got a penis? What? A person made weak or disabled by illness or injury. Fuck you, old man! What's your problem? And what are you? A fucking crying lady and an old man? Okay, what are you?
Wailing bit.
Angry Redditor? Yeah, you're fucking useful.
You drag a bloody man and an outsider.
You're drinking too, alcoholic. How dare you?
And expect to be all safe? There is no safe. Every sorry bastard out there has been ripped in half.
You are not helping. You're cynical. I think you're a glass half empty kind of guy. So shut up. Yeah, your glass is almost empty, alright.
Just like her damn husband.
Why do you gotta bring that up, old man?
Put a sock in it, Roxana.
That's enough. This house has protected my family for generations. And drunk or not.
Oh, the barbecue game. I hope you had fun, Malphus.
Safe in here.
Whatever. Can someone please tell me what the hell is going on here?
We don't know. One day we were a quiet, devout village, and then
One day we were a devout village. Don't know what TikTok is, by the way. And the werewolves came.
They kept coming.
Wait, Louisa. Where is your husband? Did they?
No. No, he is out there. Somewhere. He went to get help. Yes, that's it. He went to fetch help.
You're coping. If you had a TikTok, you could get for help that way.
For all of us.
You can even do like funny like music during it. Am I looking forward to Resident Evil 9? I'm very interested in what it's gonna be. But I also like the meme, the John Goodman Family Guy memes about how Resident Evil fans are spoiled.
Great ones.
I'm excited for any new Resident Evil, but I really want Capcom to do other things.
We call on thee within the endless.
Where is that cynical guy? Oh, he's not even gonna participate.
As the midnight moon rises on black wings, so we make our sacrifice and await the light at the end. In life and in death, we give glory, Mother Miranda.
Is this my RE game? Do you mean to say, are you asking if this is my first RE game? It's not. I played this before.
That prayer.
I
I've
played
heard it
all the
before.
Resident Evils.
There was an old woman near the graveyard.
You mean the hag? Dumb bitch is crazy as a bag of rats.
She's been cosplaying as that old lady a
There is
lot,
wisdom
I guess.
in her devotion, though. And I hope it protected her as it shall protect us.
I don't. It's like sometimes it lets me control the camera a little bit, and then other times it forces it to go into this like cinematic mode, so I have to look. Why'd you kill her? She was awesome. She was awesome. Oh, he's kind of hot though.
Elena, no, stay back.
No, let me go!
Anybody want to stop by our little Romanian town for a cow lab? We totally have werewolves and vampires here. Here, look, my dad just got killed by one. It's like there's no point in shooting it. I think it would let you, though, if you tried, but it would be a waste of ammo.
Elena?
I said no! Oh my god. I'm so sorry, Father.
Hey, that wasn't your father anymore. You did the right thing.
Man, he's having a really bad
Elena,
day.
no. There's nothing you can do.
Papa!
This entire place is collapsing.
Thank God this is one of them slow fires.
You couldn't save him. He was already gone.
Leave me alone.
No, we're getting out of here. Together.
Never played this, so I would have mag jumped there right now. I feel like probably lots of people would. If the game does let you shoot. I can't remember. So my wife's dead, and I don't see a guy, so, you know. Not now? Okay. My bad, sorry. But, like, you know, we could repopulate the village. I'm just joking. Okay. Just gonna look in every nook and cranny. Get everything we can. Oh, one of them small, slow fires. Very good. Ooh.
If we could just get through this wall.
Did that actually... Oh, it's a chain. I thought that was like a window, and then I thought like I shattered it or something. Gonna get our money. Hell yeah. That's a lot. Oh, What? This game's been glitching. Oh, it's the note. Take the screwdriver out of the keyring if you need it. Yeah, we do need it. Truck key. And then it should be that. It's a ye olde screwdriver. There should be a, Oh, wait, no, I'm mixing this up with a different kitchen. Huh? Where'd that ammo go? Did you see that? Oh, it's right here. Man, it's been fucky, dude. I feel like proposing to that woman though is just a sign that I'm thinking positively, you know. Why be negative? Like, let's just start anew.
The fire's moving fast.
And I don't think it is actually, Ethan. It's pretty slow, arguably. The shells jump scare. It's the elusive shells. The deceitful shells.
Step back. We can bust out with this.
So, okay, realistically, how well would this work? I mean, this vehicle's pretty big, but it is a brick wall. And this is going through, like, what is this house made of? You think it's made out of drywall? Or is it made out of, like, concrete?
Are you alright?
I'm fine. Let me back up.
I lost my wife. My baby's been kidnapped. Your dad's dead. We'd make a great couple. Yeah, we have a lot in common. The modern violin kind of rising, swelling. So, whenever I was playing this for the first time, I thought this sucked. Like, just the entire opening of the game is like mostly this with some exploration and some gameplay. So it was very discouraging. I was getting frustrated. But gotta keep playing.
I do too.
Because it does pick up.
Maybe you'll get to meet them.
Ah.
Come on, it'll hold.
Now, we can skip this if we want. But if you're playing a game like this for the first time, even though these parts are frustrating and annoying, you do want to consume it the way it was meant to be played. At least for your first time. So that's why, you know.
Thank God.
That's why I didn't skip it the first time I played
But
it.
then, the village is still full of monsters.
And that's why I will critique it. For like, this is the way they want you to play, so I'm going to critique it.
We'll find a safe house to put you in until I can find my daughter. My hunch is she's in that old castle.
No. I definitely would love to see what kind of survival horror game you would like done. I
don't want to be alone while you're...
I mean, Conscript. Conscript's like a recent survival horror that does what I want. I basically just want, games to just feel like the old PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 survival horror games. Really.
Father?
And there's multiple ways you can do it.
Elena, no. That's not him. Not anymore.
He said my name. Father!
Wait,
Conscript was so good. Signalis was also very good.
Stay there. Come on, give me your hand.
Sucks for her dad because he's still like struggling.
Save your daughter.
All right, they're gonna go into the void.
Reach for me. God damn it.
Now imagine if she was like shrieking because she's still on fire and burning, but they don't want to go like that hardcore. That would kind of kill the mood a little bit.
This is just too much.
If she hit her head, like if you hit your head the wrong way, you could just instantly die. One blunt trauma to the temple, you're fucked. Why am I looking back? I can't.
This place has gone mad.
This place has gone mad.
Why the fuck is this happening again?
Is Ethan being over emotional annoying to people? That's just modern game character. Can we go in here? I'm about to sneeze. You're not allowed to listen. Don't listen, okay? No, wait. I might not be. Is the screwdriver yellow? Did you see yellow markings on that? Hi, King. These residents are just misunderstood. Anything else? Alright, let's go. Let's go progress.
Who's there? Oh, stop! Mother Miranda! Hey!
I just like how she just came by and visited. Why did you come all the way out here to kill, like, one guy? Like...
What was that?
But it doesn't matter. It's video gamey. I love it. It's so silly. Do stuff like that. I will make fun of it, but please keep doing stuff like that. Alright, so we got the bell, I guess, telling us to go to the church, so let's go there. I don't even think you have to full sprint to vault. Like, all you gotta do is, like, press into it. Fuck this guy in particular. Always hated him. Mother Miranda knows what TikTok is. She knows what TikTok is. Nobody else does.
Death. Yes. Death has visited them all.
What's wrong with you? Oh, I like this. I love her staff. Why is this funny to you? People died. And you're laughing. You know what this woman is? She's a I cook with a meatball type person. Cruel, unempathetic, mean, and old. Alright. Don't really need to save right now, but whatever. Why not? The evil witch from Snow White. Oh yeah, she does, like, become a hag. Like, extra hag. How do we get out of here? I want us to go to the bell. Hold on. Oh, there's another gate. Right? What? Or am I'm thinking of... Oh, no, I'm right. Because I'm like, I'm pretty sure there was, like, another path out of here. So we go to Dimitrescu's castle now. I think there's, like, a little segment first before we go there. Pumpkin not being a hater, is that possible? I'm a lover. I'm like half lover, half hater. What the? Huh? What was that? Well, we should be running into the merchant soon. Where is he? Like, yeah, I don't know what happened. Where is the merchant? There's supposed to be an alternate path that... Oh, he doesn't show up. He pops in this area later, I think. Right? Like, shouldn't he, like, he goes there or something? The fish aren't spawned yet, are they? Right? Yeah, they actually don't spawn until later. Okay. Okay. Same with the livestock, like the pigs and stuff like that. I thought we meet Duke before we go in here, or did that cutscene accidentally get skipped? Let me, like, load really quick, in case, because I don't know if I accidentally broke something. No, if I go down that cave, he'll be, like, on the outskirt of her, like, castle or something like that. It doesn't hurt to do it again, just in case. Oh, it's after the high... Okay, oh, yeah, you're right. We're not actually... I forgot. I'm so stupid. We're not doing the castle yet. We gotta do more of the scripted stuff, but we're almost done. We're almost done with that stuff. I like this music. It's nice. The credits music is fantastic, too. I don't think we like... Did we like the credits? No, we don't like the vocal, lyrical music in 7. The, something Aunt Rhody. Feel the power of the PS5. I don't even know, could my modern computer, like, or my current computer, before we switch over, could my current computer even run 7? Or, Village? I think it could. You want to see puzzles again, kids? Hey, I got it perfect. It didn't even need to be adjusted. Look at that. That's just skill. Hold on. I want to get it perfect. Ugh. Did you see that? You saw that micro adjustment? Ugh.
Nothing but blood and
I'm pretty sure if you shoot the crows, you get money. Wanted to see if there was like a laying around. That's what the money's called. What was it? What was it that Demo said that Heisenberg sounds like? I'm not going to interact with that thing yet. Can I go in here? Oh, okay. Alright, let's progress.
Well, well.
He's so cool.
Didn't think anyone was left.
Left?
Must be pretty tough. Huh.
Is this what the Seinfeld guy sounds like? No, I could have sworn somebody, like, said outright, he sounds like he's doing an impersonation of 2 actors. Sounds like Seinfeld guy.
Oh, you're not local. Even better.
I think I know what Seinfeld guy sounds like.
Mother Miranda's gonna love you.
Love you. But he's so hot and awesome. I love him. Are you guys ready for your dosage of camp? Because that's what this game excels at. Resident Evil 4 Remake, no camp. This, camp.
Names of a friend.
Thank you for the follow. Alright, enjoy your movie, everybody.
The man is of no real use to
Oh, my wife. Oh. Her voice acting is so fucking good. That's a little VTuber right there. He's a little VTuber gremlin.
Way ugly! I want to see! He's away!
Brother, shut the fuck up!
What? Where?
You mean you'll screw around with him in private, and where's the fun in that? Give him to me, and I'll put on a show that everybody can enjoy.
Ugh, so good.
What kind of show, Heisenberg? I just lost my wife. I don't think I could ever look at another woman again. But a man, that's different.
Shh. What do we care for bread and circuses? The man thinks suffering is assured.
Yak, yak, as a man's dick is cut off in the castle, blah, blah, blah.
I've heard all your arguments. Some of you were less persuasive than others, but I've made my decision. Heisenberg, the man's fate is in your hands.
Mother Miranda, I must protest. Heisenberg is but a child, and his devotion to you is questionable.
True.
Give the mortal to me, and I will ensure he is ready.
Shut your damn hole! And don't be a sore loser! Go find your food somewhere else.
Quiet now, child. Adults are talking.
I'm the child. You're the one who's arguing with Miranda's decision.
You wouldn't know responsibility if it was welded
Oh,
to
keep growing! One day your head might actually fit your ego!
Hey, don't I get a say in this?
Silence! My decision is final. There will be no argument.
I like that you actually get to see Mother Miranda, like, somewhat clearly this early on. And I feel like she's got a great design. I think somebody said that she kind of has like a Dark Soulsy kind of look to her, and I can say that's kind of true. It's very nice.
Let's see, Ethan.
And I'm glad that that's the case, because maybe some people think that Dimitrescu is better, which is fair. I like Dimitrescu more, but it could have been like, we could have had like a final boss that sucked or something, you know? And that, like, Heisenberg and Dimitrescu outshines Miranda. Like, that's something that could have happened. But I feel like Miranda actually does a really good job being, like, a final villain. I like her a lot.
Get ready. No way! 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
The game's gonna start soon. It's not yet. Soon, though. Alright, run.
Jesus Christ!
Rawr.
That's right. Run for your life. Very nice, Ethan.
I almost had like an uninterrupted moment for a bit. Ow. Slides? I was gonna ask, why do we do slides in horror and stuff like that? But it's like, oh, it's an easy way to get you like far away from a spot very quickly.
Oh, shit.
Shit!
My word. You truly are as strong as
So I remember the first time I did this, I could not see like this pocket. I think it's here, right? Yeah. See, it barely looked like you could survive that. I don't even know if I can. I picked the right spot, right? Should be all the way here. Would this really work this way? I think I would have gotten cut up, personally.
Too close.
They could have had Dimitrescu's final form as a boss later. He thinks he killed her, then she comes in out of nowhere. That could have been cool. So there should be one more. Here we go. Here we go. I think I'm going the right way. And then we just wrap perfectly back here. But at this point, I think the game starts. Like, boom, game. Honestly, what girl doesn't want to decorate like this? Did Ethan just give quiet commentary? I like that. When it's just a text, not a character like talking out loud. Oh, how did your date went nice? What'd you guys do? Yes! My boy! I love him!
I've been waiting for you, Mr. Winters.
How do you know my name?
Also wanted to mention, I forgot, so they had two main composers for this game. One of them is a new guy. Another is, his name is like Sase something with the U for the last name. Resident Evil 4 composer. He also did the music for Resident Evil 1 remake. And way more stuff too. No, I think Resident Evil 4 had multiple. It's, Shusaku Uchiyama. So he's doing music for this game as well. The song that you're listening to right now very much sounds like his style, especially whenever the choir kind of kicks in. It makes me think of Resident Evil 1 remake a lot. But most of the music, I believe, is the new guy, and it's good. One of my favorite themes is Heisenberg's boss fight. It's so cool.
Anyone who is anyone.
You can't hear the music that well because it's so fucking quiet,
hero
but...
searching for his daughter. Though I must say, that castle arouses suspicion.
Got coffee and chatted for about 2 hours. It only ended because her parking time was up. Really bounced well off one another. She seems pretty great. I'm glad that happened.
Forgive my manners. Call me.
Are you guys going to go on another
Now
date
to
soon?
business.
Although maybe I'm asking too
Healing
quickly.
salves, anything you desire.
Things take time, you know how it is. This guy cold?
If it's just looking window. Oh, now here's something I haven't seen before.
I love the aesthetic here. Very cool. So all kinds of stuff we can buy. I don't remember if the
Do you
dude...
have enough firepower?
He
I can
does
now
bark
offer an
at you
expanded
during
weapon
this.
modifications
That's a little annoying. But it might not be as bad as like Merchant in RE4 Remake. Now, I don't really want to upgrade stuff much because you are going to get better things later. I do not remember if you get another handgun. Do you? Mina, do you remember? Do we get another handgun in this game?
To think I would buy such things.
Okay, then I don't really want to upgrade anything. And I want to be conservative with my money because I want to be able to always buy special things when I want. This will be
now. I'm a merchant
kind of like a
after
top
all.
priority. We do want to be able to make shotgun ammo. That is pretty important. Sniper rifle ammo. Oh yeah, we can buy a sniper rifle now. This, we should never buy it because I think you're only supposed to have access to it after you've beaten the game. That's like Chris's knife, I believe, right? And it's too good, so we're not going to use it. Do you get something from this? Upgrade system is kind of in this game. Basically, starting guns just suck compared to later weapons you get, even if you fully commit to upgrading them. I think I remember you mentioning that, where you don't like it, where the starting gun has no viable use, and that you just need to throw it away. You prefer, like, having options, right? Like a reward for if you do commit to the starting gun, it's actually good, right? Won't buy anything for now. Maybe a little bit later.
Please come again.
No long-term payoff, yeah. But I forgot, what was it? What was the Dead Space thing? The Dead Space thing was that you think that the starting gun is too good, and you don't even really need to bother with the other guns. So it's like, it's a different issue. Like the opposite issue, right? But that's not the fault of the gun, but like, rather that they didn't like boost the priority of the other guns.
Could Rose be here?
So, the game opens up here. Now it feels like good. The downside is, it's kind of how I feel about most modern Resident Evil in general. Is it feels a little bit streamlined. Like the Demetresque castle is good. It's just not like incredible. It's fine. It's like Resident Evil Light, and I can't really explain why. It just feels maybe a little bit simplified. And I guess that's to make way for your dollhouse segment that happens later. Not our dollhouse, but the dollhouse in this. Fish gimmick kind of segment. And then Heisenberg, which is like... Heisenberg is like a little bit like closer to this vibe a little. But it's still streamlined and short. You would say Heisenberg's section is shorter than this, right? Or is it on par? Most classy. But they should become e-girls. January 5th. Delivery of one male, 3 females. January 28th, Mother Miranda meeting with Mistress Demetresque. February 1st, the Duke. Business discussions. Okay. We need to explain why the Duke has a fucking room. Is basically what that is. This elevator is not going to work at the moment, but there might be a gym. Yeah, you see that? Mina, you kind of feel similarly about this game than me, right? But I think I'm a little bit more hype about Village than you are. I think whenever you and me come across games that feel like lukewarm, I tend to be warmer than you. But I came around regarding 7. I stopped being as like Lee rose-tinted glasses about 7. Which I rarely ever say I suffer from rose-tinted glasses. Because that's usually used as an argument to shut down people who like retro games. Like, if we have any critiques about modern games and say, no, actually, the game design in the older game is actually good, or people just shut you down. Oh, rose-tinted glasses, those games were always flawed, and the new thing is better. So I don't ever like to ever positively, or I wouldn't say positively, I don't like to ever say rose-tinted glasses for myself, because I hate that phrase. It triggers me. But I would say that might apply for 7 for me. See, I love how the light shines through. It just looks cool. I think this game is aesthetically really good and has a lot of charm. I feel like the RE4 remake is better gameplay-wise, but less charming. That's kind of how I feel. Even though we both agree that, like, the lack of hit stun in RE4 is really annoying. But it's also have to know, you know, it's Resident Evil 4. So it's a remake of Resident Evil 4 compared to the original Resident Evil 4. So lack of hit stun is going to irritate us more in that game than lack of hit stun in this. Whereas this is its own thing, and if it wants to have no hit stun, fine. At least it's its own thing, kind of. So we're going to have cool statue things soon, and then we're going to meet girlfriends if we go there. So let's... I don't think this is even open yet, right? Oh, it is. Oh, but he's not here yet. Here we have our, like, kind of, like, very subtle savor music. It kind of sounds like you're combining, like... It sounds, like, similar to Resident Evil 2, sort of. Norshten's Labyrinth, a craftsman of the late 19th century. He was branded a heretic in his homeland. He wandered the lands until he settled in a remote village. He then created 4 labyrinths. He created the 4 physics games. The castle, the house up on a hill, the water wheel, and the iron tower. Upon their completion, he put a gun to his temple and took his own life. Each labyrinth he did it because he knew that we were going to hate this. And these actually aren't too bad. It's like the later ones, like maybe the last 2 or the last one, where it's physics. Well, it's not really... It is physics. It's tilting with the controller. And if the ball falls off... the side, you have to start over. It does get irritating, but this one should be easy. Each one contains crystallized human remains, which are said to be Norshten's 4 beloved wives. Whoa. Labyrinths are their graves. So this is how you homage to your dead wife. Oh, we don't even have the ball yet. We can't do it yet. Okay. I forgot about the balls. Most of my issue with this game has to do with its combat progression and level design. So, The only thing, sometimes I'm not as eloquent at explaining things as you, Mina. I just feel that the level design feels kind of simple and streamlined compared to old Resident Evil. It does things right, like it has like the backtracking, it has shortcuts and loops around, but it does feel like simpler. It feels briefer. Combat, the only thing I can really think about is like, you know, enemies are fast, and there's not really hit stun, and yeah, and you controller aiming. Progression, it's simplistic compared to like RE4 and RE4 Remake. I did save, right? I wish all the locations you went to in this game were a bit more robust in their level design. They all end about as quick as you get there. Exactly. And it's frustrating because, like, oh, why is Dimitrescu and Heisenberg the best sections? Short. Oh, because we need the fish segment, where it has no atmosphere. It's so dull. The doll segment, oh, it's nothing but atmosphere, but it's just a streamer horror game segment.
Names of a friend.
Thank you for the follow. And it's like, maybe you like that kind of thing. If somebody likes that kind of thing, that's fine. But on replaying, it's just dull. Mask the Angels, Blinded Gaze. I didn't even read that.
Looking for Rose?
I like how they're like kind of vampires, but they're actually fly girls. That's awesome to me. Now, I don't remember if it's one of the voice actors or one of the mocap actors, but one of them sadly did pass away not too long after the game came out, or a little bit before the game came out. So just a little bit of trivia for you. I just realized. Do you think that they're dressed like cultists to kind of like be a homage to like RE4 cultists? They even have the sickles. I wouldn't be surprised if that's kind of like the inspo for them. That's cool. I love that. I remember some people actually don't like scary girls with like blood all over their mouths. I think I saw somebody be like, they would be so much better if you could mod that out. No. This is perfection. Womanhood at its finest. Their laughs are so contagious too.
Mother, I bring you fresh prey.
You are so kind to me, daughters.
I love her. I love their relationship with each other. I do have blonde hair. Hello, lonely.
Well, Ethan Winters. You escaped my little...
You don't like how they don't wash their mouths? Oh. You're part of the problem. Ain't nothing wrong with being a little crazy.
Games, did you?
That fucking motion. Where suddenly she just activates this like body language sass. Beautiful. Sorry, I can't go into these women. They're too scary. Why are they so evil?
Let's see how special you are.
Yes, Mother.
Yes, Mother.
Dimitrescu helped with the marketing so much. She got all the normies and gooners to play this game. Thank you, Dimitrescu.
Starting to go a little stale.
Then let's devour his man-flesh quickly, Mother.
I am the one who captured him.
Now, daughters. First, I must inform Mother Miranda. But later, well, there will be enough for everyone.
Your bosom is so nice.
Put him up.
Aww.
Can't wait.
Could you hang me up a different way? Ooh.
Oh,
no, this hurts. Ah! Oh. What is it, man thing? Why have you stopped wailing?
What you wish for, Ethan Winters.
Hello, Quack. How are you? 5 HP. No, I think I lost a lot more than 5 HP. Alright, this last one's a weirdo. Why did she do that motion? That's not erotic, that's just silly.
Names of a friends.
Thank you for the follow. So like Resident Evil 7, we got stalker enemies. That's a thing that these first-person Resident Evil likes to do. They're pretty non-threatening gameplay-wise. Yeah, they're not too difficult to deal with. But they can catch up to you. And do a little damage. Nobody wants to be damaged by beautiful women. When I think of stalker, I think of stalker. You didn't write it right. You have to write the periods in between each letter. He's so, like, dramatic. Oh. Oh. Then straighten. Oh yeah, your health regen, so if you're in danger, if you get one hit one more time, you will die. But if you get ballsy and don't heal one more time, your health will regen to like caution status. Now, whose idea was it to make a path in here? It is a path, right? Yeah. So does that mean, like, the sisters, like, crawl around? Like, just wanted to explore before I explore. Nice furnishing. So now this location is, like, warm colors. So it's not all cold lighting. But the blood in the cold lighting really pops. Oh, sure, no problem. Not much to eat here. I don't even know what we would get at the store. Because I was planning to... Oh, I can still technically do a launch stream. I can, like, leave, go to the store, and then we can come back and play some more. I wouldn't mind doing that, because I want to keep playing, because I really like this game. And I like you guys. Let's get to our first save, and then we'll call it here for a bit, and then I'll pop back in later. So we got rusted scrap. She's single mom. Sorry, never mind. Just joking. Yeah, why did you get rid of that baby? I could be your baby. You don't need two, do you? Can I have a PS5? Is that a foot? Oh! Oh, Callisto Protocol! No! Now the question is that like an actual like digital painting they did? Now, remember, from now on, this kind of stuff when you see it in games is going to be AI paintings. So look forward to that. Alright, let's see, map. No, map is this button. Okay, so this is a good spot to go, but let's loop here really quick. Wait. Oh, yeah. Shortcut. Okay.
Where have they taken Rose?
So now we got our... Oh. Ooh. Let's see if there's any pickups. Like, look at how moody this looks. It's fantastic and beautiful. This is the way we initially came. All right, let's go to the Duke. Wait. Is that a? Nope.
Oh, we meet again.
It could be a bought asset.
Here?
But I wonder if it's like the elite assets that you can buy, because I don't think Capcom's going like to go to Gamer, Steam, make your own video game, pray for greenlit store assets.
Little Rose in her private chambers, would she not?
Dimitrescu?
The very same. Why don't you take a look? Maybe you'll get lucky. And speaking of looking,
you think Dimitrescu carried him here?
care to make a purchase?
Not at the moment, Mr. Duke. Candles look awesome. I love candles, man. Alright. Oh, okay, this is how you turn it off. Okay. Yeah. A little short stream compared to yesterday, but as I said, we will be coming back. So, that was Resident Evil Village. I love this game, but I am critical of it at times. But out of love, as I said. Everybody, thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me while I play a really fun game. I will be back later tonight. Let's see. Right now it's 3:30. I'll probably be back like at 11 p.m. Eastern time, or like I guess it would be 12 a.m. Eastern time. So I will be back in like 3-ish hours, something like that. So I won't be gone long. We will be playing Quake 2 Deathmatch this Saturday whenever I wake up in my Discord, which I'm about to plug now, right here. My website, which has all my external links, and then my Twitter, where I post my schedule and everything like that. And then let me post that for the YouTube as well. I'm just going to post the website link. Website link will have all of the Discord links, etc., etc. But thank you again for coming. I had a lot of fun. And come to the Quake 2. Quake 2 is $4 on GOG, and you are able to cross-play with us that will be playing on Steam. So don't worry. Everything will be A-okay, and it's worth it, because we're going to be doing more Quake 2 nights every now and then. So I believe Mame is probably streaming. I haven't been looking at Twitter too much. No, she is. She's streaming because she's doing Just Chatting. I actually do remember. I was about to say I wasn't looking at Twitter as much today, but I did see enough of it to know that she's doing that. So let's go ahead and raid Mame. All right. See you guys later tonight. Goodbye.